Yo, dude, are you on keto?
No. Why?
I just ain't seen you getting bread lately.
Man, we out here, man. The struggle is real. Too real.
Chillin', yeah, we finna pass the gas. Chop it up at anything and then we pass the gas. Take a fucking blinker, then we finna pass the gas. We gon' keep it real like every day, like pass the gas.
Welcome, you guys. This is the second episode of the Pass the Gas podcast. I'm Rigo.
I'm Slade.
Yep. Yeah, well, we're back to annoy you guys. You know, it is what it is.
We are fucked up this week, boys. I'll tell you that much. Should I break down how today went for the both of us, or how I should say for me? I woke up at about 11 a.m. this morning. My aunt and my niece were coming over. Shout out Abby. Shout out Harley. Harley, you cannot listen to this yet. Not at least a decade. You can't listen to this shit.
That's how progressive we are, bro. We're like 15 years ahead of the game already. It's all good. It's all good. Y'all can catch up eventually. I'm on another plane of existence. I am God.
Then I was thinking, okay, well, last week Rio showed up at my house at about like 4 o'clock, and I'm thinking, okay, around maybe a little bit later today, and he hits me up at around 8 p.m. No, he calls me at around 8 p.m.
Yep.
He's like, yo, I fell asleep, and I'm like, you're telling me.
Yeah.
It's all good, though.
Long day, man. It's a lot on my plate, but it's all good. We're here now,
yeah.
And that's what it's all about,
Yeah, I ended up doing a lot of editing for the podcast last week.
Yeah.
There's so much you guys aren't hearing as far as like, yeah, but like,
Not even that. Not even that, bro. I'm still embarrassed by the way I was holding the mic last time. I did not know the range of this mic whatsoever. I just went in blindly.
This dude was straight up holding a mic like
half a mile away type shit.
This dude was holding a mic like it was a beer, and he was sitting on a porch like shooting at immigrants or some shit. That's what he looked like straight up. But we'll go ahead and just.
We got a lot of sauce for you today.
We'll stumble into the first topic.
This ain't no Walmart taco sauce. This is your grandma in her backyard with like a fucking grinder, mashing the vegetables. This is the good shit, motherfuckers. It'll last in your fridge forever. Okay? I'm a mama.
Dude, okay. Cheers to that. To the audio listeners, which is every single one of you, because we're not filming these yet.
It's so beautiful for y'all.
We're chugging on some natty lights and smoking on
that pack.
On that pack.
mid. Yes, sir.
And to any police officers listening, I am 21 years old and over. That's
Same
true.
Here. This is completely legal.
We live in Arizona, which is legalized. Yep, we're good. Oh, yeah. I have a question for you, Rigo. And not just the keto question. I have a very important question for you.
Hit me.
Okay. I want you to make sure that you think carefully and you choose wisely, okay?
Okay.
And I am not going to misspeak. It might sound like I'm going to misspeak, but I'm not going to misspeak. This is a very carefully thought out question. You ready?
All right.
It's a would you rather question. Would you rather have unlimited bacon
Okay.
but no games, or, you with me?
Yeah.
Or games, unlimited games
But no bacon.
but no games?
What?
Should I repeat myself?
Do you want unlimited bacon and no games, or no bacon? And
No. Bacon is not involved in the second option.
It's just unlimited games or no games.
No. Listen.
Okay.
Ready? Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games? That's option 1.
Okay.
Okay. Option 2, games. Unlimited games but no games.
I'll take the unlimited I'll take the unlimited. Someone put some auto-tune over this. I don't. You know what? I'll take the unlimited bacon.
Okay.
I like it with my burgers.
Unlimited bacon, but no games. That's your final answer?
Actually, no. I like me some video. Unlimited video games and no bacon.
That is not an option.
Unlimited video games.
Okay, but do you realize if you get unlimited games, you also get no games?
Damn it, you're right. At that point, I'd just rather take the unlimited bacon. I'll take the unlimited bacon and no games.
That makes the most sense because at that point, at least you get bacon.
You get bacon. Yeah. Dude, and talking about pig
Good
and
job.
bacon and all that stuff, just earlier today, I made a freaking, I got, me and Kelsey bought, Kelsey's my girlfriend, by the way. But we went to the Asian market and we got pork belly today. And I got to make adobo for the second time in my life. And that shit was bussin'.
Nice.
If anybody hasn't tried adobo, y'all need to try it. It's a banger. Yeah, kill that pig.
That's my impression of a
pig.
hog.
That was the question.
I'm glad that
the air has been cleared. I will
I'm
choose
glad.
unlimited bacon.
I'm glad we got that out of the way immediately. Second up, Rigo. I think that you may want to guide this next one because I have not been following this as closely as you have. The Kanye West situation.
This motherfucker been in a roll. Give me a second. I gotta find the post.
Alright.
Entertainment. Y'all have short time span. Y'all have no attention spans whatsoever.
We should have like blooper segments where it's just like all the nonsense bullshit that I cut out. Ladies and gentlemen, while Rigo is searching, I am going to chug the rest of this beer.
Do it for the views. It's right here. Alright, I got it. I busted down, boys. Keep in mind, this post I found was in Spanish because I'm a beaner and I follow Mexican and American groups about basically everything I like.
A mí me gustan la pizza.
La biblioteca.
Did I say that right? I meant to say I love pizza.
Hey, yo, for real though, I gotta represent for.
I failed Spanish class in freshman year. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. It's hard out here, man. Learning another language is a bitch. But what I was gonna say is shout out to public libraries. They hook it up though. Y'all should go to the biblioteca. That should go hard. But anyways,
On God.
basically, this post says context about some of the publications of Kanye on Instagram. The group is in Spanish. It's called Grupo para mamarse la yay. If you literally translate it, it means group to suck Kanye's, you know what.
Cock! Balls!
So this is basically a compilation of screenshots with an explanation of what happened. So
Right.
one of the posts he did was Sierra Canyon, Gap, and Adidas. It's just a black picture with that stuff on it. And he says, "It's up, Hillary and Mark. Are you blocking me?" And that's pretty straightforward. He's trying to trigger, you know, the higher ups of these, you know, social medias, whatever. Today is about control. This is his next post. My kids, Yeezy Adidas, Yeezy Gap. It's up on all three of these issues at the same time. Because it's all the same mentally that makes these people feel they can keep getting away with things. Well, not much to say there. You can tell this guy's acting pretty freaking petty about a lot of things. You can tell they make some promises, and they're not going through with it. And finally, we're getting to some more juicy stuff.
Okay.
This says, this is a text that they sent to Kanye. It says, "From my mom, please. Tell them to please stop mentioning my name. I'm almost 67 years old, and I don't always feel great, and this stresses me to know it." I'm assuming this is actually Kim's and Kanye's DMs. There is no names here. He cropped it out, or, well, you know, Instagram doesn't let you pull, you know, full-size pictures. But it's pretty easy to imply that it's probably Kim.
Right.
And then Kanye replies, "Y'all don't have say so." Well, he actually says so. What the fuck is up with Kanye's typos? This man, this man cannot post or do anything with a fucking typo.
Bro, do you
confusing?
Do you remember like a few years ago when him and Drake were beefing, and he was like, "I hate when Drake keeps sending me those damn purple emojis."
Oh my! Well, I hate that bitch Stormy. That's another one. But anyways, he says, "Y'all don't have say over my black children and where they go to school. They will not do Playboy and sex tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. I'm here." And then he captions it, "God loves us." And in the post, you know, here where they're explaining everything, it says basically Kanye talking with Kim and it's Kim. Kim and Kris Jenner critiquing the control over his children and how he doesn't want them to join Playboy and sexual videos. See, that's a very interesting one. How much do you think that the Kardashians spread depravity online? How much do you think they inspire that in girls? Because basically what Kanye is saying here, y'all are not gonna indoctrinate my children to be some hoes. I'm just gonna be blunt with it. Basically, that's what he's saying. He doesn't want that.
I mean, they certainly played a lot of girls and men, but certainly a lot of girls' insecurities. In a lot of their insecurities and their egos and their
I don't know what girl
not egos, but like what's the self-consciousness and their
just their persona, the way they view themselves.
Yeah, their confidence.
I don't know a single girl, right? Because I don't know. Maybe there's some dudes, right? I'm not gonna say there isn't. Right. But I don't know any dudes personally that watch Catching Up with the Kardashians or the Kardashians, whatever it's called now, because they canceled it and brought it back 2 years later.
I mean, there's certainly men and women who like it, but like it's fair to say that it's
mostly women.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is I don't know any girl that watches this show and is just completely happy with herself in a sense. There's
it's one thing to watch it just to be like, oh, look at these dumb rich people.
Watch it.
But as far as like people who not even just with Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but just like looking at people show, like this online, it makes people feel like, well, their lives are inadequate compared to what someone like Kylie Jenner posts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even just the Kardashians and the Jenners, but just a lot of people like that on social media, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's really gross, and that's one of the worst aspects of the internet.
Kris Jenner is a menace, and everybody knows that, bro. But anyways, then the next post, this is another screenshot. It says, there's a DM that they sent to Kanye again. It says, "Can you please stop?" And then he's like, "No."
I remember that. I saw that one.
"We need to talk in person. You don't have say of where the kids go to school. Why you get to say? Because you're half white?" And then it just captions it with the popcorn emoji. Now, this is juicy. How much legitimacy do you give him in saying something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, dude, it's because this man does it to himself, too. This dude just goes out and, just finds problems with people. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's that problem. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. You could boil it down to the fact that he's just trying to point a finger at her. Or you could be the motherfucker, be the devil's advocate and be like, well, he's got a point. Well, I mean, if you're saying that her being half white is influencing her, dominance and control over the children, where's the evidence?
Yeah, there's nothing to support that.
Yeah. Really. Basically, like Kanye, I'm on your side for the most part, man, but like just because someone's half white, they're half white. They're mixed. They're not even full white, dog. Light skins don't exist.
Facts.
Didn't you forgive Drake? And anyways,
did you hear that? Sorry, totally off topic. Did you hear that? Did you see that clip of Ruby Rose on Aiden Ross's stream, and she thought that he was light skinned?
No, I haven't
because he had curly hair. This actually, while we're talking about this, is actually gonna be an interesting transition into our next topic. Is that Ruby Rose on that stream and in that same clip said that she doesn't mind if anyone says the N-word as long as it's not targeted and full of hate.
Yeah, to be honest, the N-word is like one of the few racial slurs that has all this drama associated to it.
Full disclosure, I don't say the N-word. As a white person, I'm not comfortable saying it. That's just me.
I feel like personally, there was a period where I just did not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Because I'm in the area that we're in, you see a bunch of beaners just straight up just use the N-word without any precautions or anything, and I was one of those motherfuckers. And to this day, like sometimes it'll slip up on accident, but I feel like in like the past year or two, I become much more self-conscious about it, and I don't know, it's because I think it's a wrong thing or because there's so much drama surrounding it. I just don't want to, deal with it. I don't know which I don't know which one it is at this point. Mm-hmm. So I'm not black. I'm not gonna say if it's a good word or not. That ain't my position. But I mean, I'm just raising that question. Essentially, is it? I in my point of view, I'm Mexican, so people call Mexicans beaners all the time, wetbacks, and there has never been one time where I genuinely felt offended by it. It's just You just said it. It's a word. Move on. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's also this whole other issue where the civil rights movement was in the '60s, so it barely even ended. It hasn't even been 100 years. It's been barely like half a century. It's only been 50 years. There's still people alive to this day that were alive during all that stuff when racism was so much more out there. What I feel like, the way I see society has moved on more now, I don't think. Well, racism has diminished. Obviously, I don't feel like racism is as big and as extreme as it was 40, 50 years ago. I will say,
Still prevalent though.
yeah,
Sure.
it still exists. This is what I'm trying to get at. There's so much rules and regulations now that it's basically taught these racist people how to move more effectively in the system. Because back then, not only was there a lot more racist, it was easier for them to just come out. You could identify them so fast. And nowadays, it's a Where's Waldo type of game where you gotta go into a room and you gotta figure out, sit down there in your head, who's the racist? Because you don't know. Because it's so frowned upon now that these guys got smart.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a pretty loaded topic.
It's a depressing world we live in.
Yeah, to be honest.
On the topic of the N-word, though, and white people saying it, hyperpop artist Glaive is being canceled for saying the N-word when he was 14 years old. He's 17 years old now, so this was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I looked all over the place. I'm not on Twitter. I could not, for the life of me, find the screenshots or the context of him saying the N-word. I'm assuming that he was just being an edgy 14-year-old. I'm not saying that makes it cool, but he was just being like...
Dude, I feel like when you're 14 years old, even the context, he 14.
was a child. You know what's kind of crazy to me? He put out an apology, and I'm gonna read it. It's kind of crazy that a lot of people advocate that minors should not be tried as adults, and in most cases, I agree with that. But how do we argue for that while also saying let's take away this kid's entire career for?
Why do they even have the division of minors and adults if you can just try a minor as an adult?
That he said.
Might as well everybody should just be adults at that point.
Yeah.
Hand a fucking 5-year-old a beer at that point.
But, like, my point is, if that happens, how can we push for something like that when we're also canceling and, sending hate towards a 17-year-old? He's still a minor.
Dude, if I was
and he said this when he was 14. It's like, there's a lot of actual racism in the world that we could be putting all of our focus into. Why are we talking about some kid saying the N-word?
Here's the thing, though, because the actual racists got smart, bro. The actual racists are smart. You can never identify them now. Well, you can, but it's so damn difficult.
They know how to navigate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll tell you how far it goes. I'm not saying people that Trump has are racist, but
I mean, most of them.
Yeah,
I ain't afraid of saying that.
This is what I'm saying. You got people that can walk out with those hats, and it's like they can still operate in the world just fine. The world has become tolerant enough where they can allow it, and the actual racists have gotten smart enough to avoid these little mind traps that society has put on them.
But let's get into Glaive's actual apology here. Just for context, I showed Rigo a Glaive song about 5 minutes before we started this podcast, and he had never heard of Glaive in his entire life up until this point.
Yeah.
And I showed him the 1984 music video.
He's not so bad at all. I got nothing bad to say about him.
Oh, yeah, he's talented as fuck.
But I'm saying L because I would have never apologized, bro.
Yeah.
I am petty. I am a very petty person. I'm not apologizing for some bullshit like that. It's like, what the fuck did I do? You better send it up.
He kind of has to apologize to maintain his image, though, because he kind of has to... If he even is going to have a career at this point, he's canceled.
This goes.
He's 17.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I wouldn't apologize. This is why I wouldn't apologize, bro.
There's more important shit to worry about. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's cool or like it's awesome that he said the N-word. It's just like chill. There's more.
So fucking dramatic. This is why I would not apologize, bro.
People like Kodak Black have a career going on, a perfectly good career going on, despite being sex criminals. And we're getting mad at a 17-year-old because he said the N-word when he was 14.
Talking about Kodak,
kidding me?
Do you see how far talking about Kodak, the misinformation that people spread just because people have a bad reputation. Fucking cops arrested Kodak, and everybody was going around talking about that he was trafficking drugs again when all he had was fucking prescription pills.
Yeah.
Ain't that some fucking bullshit?
Yeah, it's stupid. stupid the way that.
You don't critique anything you fucking read or listen to. The fuck?
Yeah.
Weirdos.
Stupid shit. But anyways, let's get into what Glaive said in response to this. He said, "Thoughts I've had recently. When I was 13 to 14 years old, I was a boy, and I said things that were damaging and hurtful. Although I didn't realize the gravity of what I was saying then, I fully understand it now. I can't take back anything I've said or did. I can only try to be better and apologize for how I was. So with that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying racist shit, and I'm sorry for surrounding myself with people who don't check me for it. And most importantly, I'm sorry to anyone who I've hurt with shit that I said. I'm surrounded by different people now that have showed me different cultures and different lifestyles that I never saw in North Carolina. I was a boy then, and I am almost a man now, and I know that I've changed, and I am trying to be better every day. Thank you, and again, I'm sorry." I think that's about as perfect as response as you could.
Well, what else was he supposed to say, bro?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's so fucking obvious.
Come on.
But people still expect you to go out. All they want is that power trip. Yeah, look, we made him apologize. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like I said, there's just way more important shit to worry about. I'm not saying that. Whatever. This shit is so fucking
stupid. That's a very interesting
stupid.
question, because he said, "I'm sorry for saying racist things." Do you think the N-word... I know the N-word itself has racist history, but do you think saying the word itself is racist, or saying it with the intention of being racist?
It's definitely saying it with the intent, because I feel like if... Full disclosure, I don't say the N-word in any context.
I don't anymore, by the way.
Yeah. If people are just like... I mean, because then that would imply that any time that black people say the N-word...
It's racist.
That's it's obviously fucking not.
Yeah. Yeah, so this this is the misplacement of their judgment on people when it comes to this guy right now. Is that they think saying the word in and of itself is racist. That's their problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least that's what I feel like the problem is. I'm not a fucking...
There's probably like some 10-year-old saying the N-word right now because he heard his older brother saying it.
Yeah, dude.
And
people are very easily impressionable.
Is that 10-year-old kid racist?
No.
That's all I'm saying. There's like actual horrible racism going on in the world right now. Come on, man. And he's 17. I can't get over that. We're older than this kid.
On God.
We're older than this kid, and he's getting canceled for saying the N-word when he was 14. Fuck.
Y'all need to touch some grass. For real. But anyways, back to the whole Kanye compilation thing. The next part of the post says, Ray J steps into the shade room with a message for Kris Jenner. So, basically, this is an Instagram post that Ray J did. He says, "What about my mom, Kris? You're telling people false stories about me, making the black man look horrible for your gain. You introduced me to Steve Hirsch, you masterminded everything for your family, and you tried to ruin mine at the same time." Shake my head. "You don't think all mothers get stressed? Are you special, huh? I know it's old and I don't care. This makes me sick. But, sorry. But God had my back and still does." And then in the shade room, because this is a shade room post, they caption it, "Oop, hashtag Ray J steps in with a message for Kris Jenner." And
damn.
Yeah, he basically said what everybody fucking knows at this point. Kris Jenner is a menace and masterminded the big old freaking royalty that the Kardashian Jenners are now. Tell me something nobody fucking knows. The next part is a DM with ASAP Bari. It says, "We gotta get Thug out of jail. Just sent this to Kim. Kanye West, are you listening to the Pass the Gas podcast?"
Dude,
are you?
Last week we talked about free YSL, free Thugger, free Wanna, free Yak Gotti.
Kanye, if you're listening to us now, hop on, bro. Whenever we post this. We're visionaries just like you.
We'll fly you out.
15 years ahead of the game.
We'll buy you a plane ticket. It'll probably be like...
Nah, we won't buy you your ticket. Fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck
you,
you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Buy your own damn ticket,
but like, we'll have you on. We'll have you on. Like, please,
yeah, we'll give you some clout. We'll give you some clout.
Yeah, straight up.
Basically, the next post. Ask Pete how those tattoos of my kids doing in the trauma unit.
I wanted to fucking talk about this. So, just for the record.
Fucking weird. Weird as shit, bro. Who in the right mind does that shit?
Listen, I just wanted to say, I feel for Pete Davidson. I think it's horrible that all
Nah,
of the...
Pete Davidson gets into this shit knowing what he's doing, bro. How many fucking
Listen,
AAA
listen.
baddies does he secure, and then they break up a few months later?
Dude, but like
This is routine for this man.
No, but I'm talking specifically from the targeted harassment he's faced, not just from Kanye, but like the peep from like his fans, like not all his fans.
Yeah, they're on his ass, bro. He cannot be on
it's
social
fucked
media
up.
nowadays.
And like it's sad that he has to go into trauma therapy after going back into trauma therapy after.
Yeah, it is a lot of harassment,
years.
man. But
it's
like,
fucked up, and I feel bad for him on that. But also, I do think it's kind of. I will say that I do not take sides on this beef between Ye and Pete Davidson. I think it's just a fucked up situation.
You're even stupid.
Why
for
are you
taking
people
sides.
arguing over Kim? Both of y'all are way better than this bitch.
On God.
Both of y'all are way better
God.
than this hoe.
On God. That's facts.
But also, I mean, in any situation, not just with Pete Davidson, getting tattoos of
another
your
man's kids because you're dating the baby mama for like
and
what,
like
3 months.
Listen. If it
Weird,
had been
bro.
if it were like a few years down the line and they had
That
gotten
would
married
make
or
sense because
something,
they know
yeah,
each other.
because
Yeah,
it's like stepdad.
yeah,
But like it had been months.
weird as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
It's
that's
fucked
strange.
up that Pete is ending up, in this whole trauma therapy nonsense. But at the same
Yeah.
time, why he kind of puts himself in that position? What?
I don't
it's
know
like
about-
Kanye and this whole bipolar disorder making him do all this crazy nonsense.
Even when he
you can
made-
feel sorry, but he
even
still
when
did it, you know
even
what I mean?
even when Pete responded to Ye initially in like the text messages, I agreed with a lot of what he was saying, but it was weird to immediately start with in bed with your wife. Like that was like, why do you have to start like that, man?
Yeah.
The rest of what he said from memory, it's been months. From memory, I fucked with what he said, but like that was a strange way to open it. Just both of these dudes are making very weird decisions.
That's for sure.
And it's just like both of y'all just need to get over it and just like this bitch is not
Let the
worth
hoe
it,
be
man.
the hoe. You
This
know what
bitch
I mean?
is just not worth it.
Anyways, the next post, which is why I think this is one of the major reasons why Kanye is sending it up on Instagram right now.
Right.
It's they teach black kids Kwanzaa at Sierra Canyon. What the fuck is Kwanzaa and who made that bullshit up? Everyone lives in LA for the check anyway, so no one really cares about the children being indoctrinated.
Damn.
And then, yeah, he captioned it, let's see if I can get blocked by Mark again. Straightforward, Tell me
Crazy.
something public schools teach you that actually fucking helps. Anything that benefits you, just
the very, very basics of math. And,
maybe
like,
some
fractions,
history, some ethics.
history.
They don't teach you anything culturally, though. This is basically what he's trying to get at. They just teach you how to be a fucking bot. I'm gonna get straight to it. They hammer you in this fucking information that is fucking just chosen at random, and you're just expected to know it, and that's it. And almost none of this information is applicable in the real world. They're not fomenting any type of individuality, bro.
What elements of math do you actually need to know? You need to know like the very basics, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, percentages,
Maybe square roots.
Square roots, that maybe, yeah. Decimals,
That's about it, though.
yeah.
But if
Maybe like obviously like measurements, things like that. That's anything that you learn in elementary school. And maybe like a little bit of 6th grade. That's all you really need. You
Yeah,
don't need
honestly.
fucking I do not need to know trigonometry or calculus. Why do we have that?
You forget that shit the moment you pass that whole semester.
In high school and middle school, the electives are the most valuable classes.
Oh, my mama. Because they actually fucking teach you something that will work for you for the rest of your fucking life. The next post, it says Trav is he edited the word is in it, so it's Trav is Scott. And then he captions it, these my brothers. I'm the only one I ever seen stand up for Christo. Come find me. I love pain. So yeah, basically saying, Travis Barker, Travis Scott, we're brothers, but I'll fight for you guys. It's Kanye being Kanye, whatever.
Dude,
moving
imagine Kanye getting Travis Barker and Travis Scott on the same song.
That
would be
honestly sounds so
amazing.
fucking plausible,
Oh
and it
my
would be
God.
a fucking banger.
Dude, it would just be like Kanye and Travis Scott going crazy over an instrumental that Kanye and Travis Barker worked together. Like Travis Barker would do the drums.
They would all do they would all produce and they would all fucking
Yeah.
spit. It would be a masterclass of a song. And then this is another post. He posted this chick, this girl, And in the picture of the girl, there's an @ that she tags, and the girl is like, "At Vivrel is the members only club I'm a part of to borrow designer handbags, jewelry, and accessories." And Kanye posts that picture and he captions it, "Don't let Chris make you do Playboy like she made Kylie and Kim do." I don't think Kylie's done porn.
Damn.
But yeah, I get what he's saying. They kind of post themselves, out there on Instagram. Do Hollywood. Hollywood is a giant brothel. Pornography destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen to Northeast Chicago. Okay, this is, I think, a great question. What that would kind of put our views to everybody out there here. Is sex work just work?
I think, okay, you know what? Sex work is an extremely noble profession. It is.
Well,
I'm talking
I'm not gonna
sex work. Sex work.
I'm not gonna say it isn't
Sex
beneficial
work.
to some people, but don't you think it's detrimental to the
Depends
the
on the
males or
circumstance.
females,
Depends on the circumstance.
Well, if you don't think it's detrimenting them mentally,
Not always.
don't
Some
you think
people,
they have?
yeah.
Don't you think they're a little? I don't know, man.
A lot of jobs are detrimental mentally.
A lot of jobs, yeah, but I mean, doesn't that mean that there's a problem with them?
Not necessarily. I mean,
Some.
certain jobs aren't for everybody.
What would make a sex worker want to be a sex worker then?
Just being fed up with whatever the working class has had to offer them. And like maybe
But wouldn't
they
the
recognize
sex workers
that-
still be in the working class though?
a lot of them make a lot of fucking money, Rico.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. They make a lot of money.
It's very
Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is what makes a sex worker want to be a sex worker?
It depends on the circumstance. It depends on the person. A lot of them just fucking want to. They're like, shit, I'm hot as fuck.
Well, shit,
I'm gonna do this.
I'd like to meet one then, cause shit, I got a lot of questions to ask her or him, either
Yeah.
or.
I will stand by this. Sex work is an extremely noble profession. It
For me
genuinely
personally,
is.
I don't care. I don't care if there's people out here, fucking for money or not. I personally don't give a shit. Sleep with whoever you want for whatever fucking reasons you feel like, as long as it's not rape or pedophilia.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But
or bestiality.
yeah,
I
but
should
like,
say that.
my view on that stuff, dude, is that I can't see how that isn't detrimental to the person doing it to some degree. I can't envision it.
Who do you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't mean anybody specifically. I can't see someone doing it and that not affect them mentally somewhere down the road.
Do you mean specifically?
somehow.
Do you mean specifically sex workers?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of cases that really fuck you up. There's a bunch of jobs.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, for sex workers, that really raises the question for me.
Right.
Cause like,
I mean,
you are
so-
giving your body for money.
Yeah, but some people are fine with that, and some people are.
Yeah, that's why I'd love to I'd love to ask somebody that. What makes you want to do? I'd really like to know. But yeah, the way I see it now is I can't see it. I'm not saying I hate them or they shouldn't do it. I don't care. It's just wow. I just can't see it. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
It's something I'd have to delve more in.
Interesting. Yeah.
Anyways, the next part. He posted just a black image again. He loves black images.
Yeah, like his album was a black image, folks.
Straight up, yep. It
He
says
loves them.
Tristan Trav Scott. And then
Kanye West loves black squares more than white girls in summer of 2020. Let me just say that.
Kanye
right
hopped
off
on
the
that
bat.
train a little bit too late, man. The white girls beat you, man.
Hashtag Blackout Tuesday. Listen,
Oh my
just
God,
just for
boatload of horseshit, man.
full disclosure, Black Lives Matter. I'm just making fun of the people who posted that score and
Yeah,
thought
that
they
did
were doing
absolutely
something.
nothing. But like, that's something everybody.
Yeah, that's
knows.
all I'm
Come
making
on, we
fun
shouldn't
of.
even debate
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
just want to clarify where we stand.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
It basically says Tristan Trav Scott, and he captions it, "Calling my fellow cum donors. We're in this together."
now listen. This is
Kanye being fucking peak. This is Wanye West. Wanye West right here.
I don't condone this. No, I'm kidding. This is goated.
Yeah, not much to say, man. It's just Kanye being
My
Kanye.
fellow cum
He
donors.
posted a 2K23 fucking because he's
Incredible.
This is, well, I mean, this is actually pretty fucking prophetic because this is something Kanye was arguing about fucking 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Not even 10, 12 to 13 years ago. You know, you had the whole Nike Red October situation, where he went up to Nike and he was like, "Yo, when's the next drop of the Red October's gonna come?" And Nike's like, "We don't know." What do you mean I don't know? you know, and then he asked, "Am I gonna get royalties?" And Nike's like, "Well, you're not an athlete, so you can't get royalties." And it's like, "What the fuck you mean?" Now look, for a fucking basketball video game, you got a fucking rapper in the cover. I thought you needed to be an athlete to be on this type of shit. What the fuck you doing with a fucking rapper, huh?
Wait. J. Cole played basketball.
That's true, though. But
I mean,
but still, though, he's mostly famous for being a rapper.
Yeah, I agree. I was just, yeah.
So yeah, pretty fucking prophetic. Moving on. Another DM from Kanye, from Monica. Thank you. I want to stop OnlyFans and do fashion consulting full time. And he just captions it, praise God. Very fucking hilarious. But this goes back to my question. Whatever. We already discussed it. But yeah. I just can't see. It'd be nice to question someone about it. But Rich the Kid. It's a comment that Rich the Kid did. Let's drop the song, yay. Kanye has a song with Rich the Kid?
Yeah, they talked about that around the Donda 2
I just
era.
figured this out now.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
He was there at the Donda 2 show.
Look, if Kanye can make a fire song with fucking Soulja Boy, who hasn't had a fucking song in like 15 years.
He drops very consistently.
No, yeah, I know he does.
You mean like a hit song?
Yeah, a hit song, exactly. Yeah, fucking, yeah, that sounds like a banger already. Shit, Rich the Kid x Kanye West, why not? But, yeah, that's basically the whole situation going on with his rants.
Crazy.
Yeah, he is extremely based this time around. I don't think he's as maniacal as he's been the other times when he comes around. Yeah. I think he's very fucking sane. I really think he is this time around.
For the most part, I agree. Oh, shit. Did you hear the development in the Shoreline Mafia drama?
I haven't even heard what's going on.
Okay, so you know how, like, Phoenix Flexin' is out, right? That's been a thing for a few years now.
Phoenix Flex?
Phoenix Flexin'. Like, he's been out of Shoreline Mafia. Have you seen the new guy that they replaced him with?
No, I haven't. I don't really keep up with
Malone Brown. You ain't heard this dude?
No.
Malone Brown, dick in your mouth? Shoreline Mafia have been broken up for years now.
No, I know they've been broken up. Yeah, that's as much as I know. I don't really know shit about it. Yeah, I walked straight into that one. Fuck.
Next up, another serious topic. Rigo sent me a video the other day of Selena talking about teen pregnancy and not predominantly abortion, but she makes a comment about abortion at the beginning. And he wanted to dissect this video, and I find this video interesting. I watched it a few times, and I think that
here, let me find it. I think I shared it.
What she starts off with saying that she is against abortion, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Which, I mean, I definitely disagree with her.
Her reasoning behind that thought is pretty based, but to come to that conclusion is pretty wrong.
I will also say that the sentiment behind women saying men can't tell women what to do with their own bodies, I completely agree with that. That should not.
By the way,
that goes without saying, but that also goes the other way around. I can't really say that Selena is wrong. I can say that she's wrong in that I disagree with her, but like I don't have authority over her. She's a woman. She understands it more than I ever will.
Well, don't you think a man should be able to talk about it as well?
Yes, but I also feel like men should not have any control over women's bodies, and I also think that... That goes without saying. Let me finish my thought process.
Yeah.
Is that I also feel like I don't think it's up to men to say like that they're against abortion. Does that make sense?
I don't think it's up to anybody to say they're against it. To be honest, this is what I'm trying to get at. The way I see it. This video, dude. We should put the link in the description of the video when we post it on YouTube or whatever. That way
I plan on doing that.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can go watch the video, get the full context, come back.
Yeah.
But essentially, what she's saying is that she's against abortion. And while I disagree with that, I do think abortion should be legalized. That's fucking nonsense.
For sure.
Mistakes happen. She has some pretty based fucking reasonings as to not wanting to even have abortion being the thing. Because she says her main gripe is she hates how schools and these companies indoctrinate people into learning. Oh, if you're gonna have sex, use a condom. And what she's saying is no. You should tell people to just not have sex until they're married, and then you wouldn't even have teen pregnancy as an issue. While I see where she's coming from,
Right, I do too.
it makes fucking sense to me. I still don't think you should ban abortion. It should.
I
still be
completely
there.
agree with that, and I also think that I disagree with. I half agree with her on the school thing. I think that teaching minors that if they have sex when they're minors to use a condom is fucked up. We should not be.
There should not be.
We should not be encouraging minors to be having sex. I think that sex before marriage. I think that's a little. That's.
Do you think
that's
there
a
should be
religious
sex
thing.
education in the public school system?
Yes, but
To what degree, though?
exactly, it should be treated as scientifically as possible.
So essentially, what you're saying is basically teach them the basic biology of.
Exactly, and explain how reproduction works and things like that.
Maybe
And-
explain puberty. You gotta explain puberty.
Yeah, and it's also worth mentioning that it's very, very.
It's a very fucking slippery slope. Dude.
because like teens are going to have sex, that's going to happen, and public schools should not encourage that. But it's important to educate that if
That's
at
the
some
problem,
point,
though. How
if
much
at some
education
point,
is just education.
and how much is encouragement,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
very fine line that you have to walk. It's important to teach them about safe sex. Shout out Lil Wayne. But it's important to teach them about safe sex. But
About Young Thug, they gotta learn about Young Thug.
exactly, they need to learn about Young Boy.
How does this affect Young Boy's legacy? Remind me.
Cardi.
Oh yeah, that's basically just my thoughts on that. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty based. Her conclusion, I don't think abortion should be banned, but her reasoning is pretty fucking based, and I thought it's
She made some good points. I'll say that, and I see where she's coming from, even
Yeah.
though I don't agree with her end take. I like her overall thoughts on abortion specifically, and I also would like to say I really appreciate what she said, that it would take a very strong woman to be a teenager and pregnant in that situation. And
dude.
that is
Honestly, at any
absolutely
stage of
true.
your life, it's
Being
difficult.
pregnant in general, but to be that young and being in that fucked up situation, it takes a very strong person.
That's for sure, man.
You know.
Dude, I kind of gotta go take a piss.
Yeah. All right.
Not gonna lie.
We'll take a break real quick. All right, everybody. Rigo just got back from taking a fat piss.
A massive fucking piss.
Yes, sir. So next up, I'm going to introduce a weekly segment that we're going to be doing from this point on. I, personally, am a SoundCloud rap connoisseur. I spend most of my time listening to SoundCloud rap from the early 2010s up until now. I love SoundCloud rap, every single aspect of it. And I wanted to dedicate a segment in this podcast of both of us just talking about some of the best of the classic era of SoundCloud rap songs.
Not just the SoundCloud, dog. Just the whole rap game in general. The game flipped over its head when SoundCloud started to.
Yes.
Nothing was the same.
Mhm.
And no pun intended on Drake. Yeah, if you look at all these modern trends of how music sounds and how music is done, produced, and distributed, it all goes back to SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They're as influential as freaking Soulja Boy. Whoever created SoundCloud is as influential as Soulja Boy.
Facts.
They're up there with
More
Tupac,
so. More so.
Kanye, Soulja Boy. Yeah.
Lil B the bass god.
Lil B. Thank you. Yes. This is what I'm saying. Who created SoundCloud?
I have no fucking clue.
We
Let
need
me
to
look
know.
it up.
I'm
Let me
gonna
look
look up his name because he needs to
Go
be
ahead.
idolized. It was founded in 2007.
Crazy.
It was
Bro. 2007 is the year that Soulja Boy started rapping.
Hey yo. History was made in 07.
It's also the year that
Graduation dropped.
It's also the year that Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez dropped the Grindhouse double feature
Oh yeah.
of Death Proof and Planet Terror.
I haven't seen Planet Terror, but I've seen Death Proof.
We may or may not discuss those movies at some point in the future.
Stay tuned. But anyways, the creators of SoundCloud it's two people. Alexander Young and Eric Walforce.
I want to suck their dicks so bad.
Yeah,
unless they're problematic or something. But I would suck their dicks
I
if
hope
they're
they're
not.
millionaires, man. Cause yeah, SoundCloud ain't no fucking joke. Put some respect on that damn
Facts.
website.
Every week from this point on, we're going to discuss 5 SoundCloud rap songs and we're
Just
gonna
for y'all,
dissect them.
'cause we love y'all.
Talk about their impact. Talk about what we think of the songs in general. First up, we got Denzel Curry. I am the one, the gun, domain, number up on the street. I am the dude. The amount of bottle flip videos that this song was in.
And man,
Crazy.
bro, it was everywhere. It's the song that put Denzel Curry on the map, and for a good fucking reason, bro. It slaps probably harder than it did back then. There's fucking nothing wrong with it.
It's
Banger back to
pure
back.
energy, and this was super huge back at the time. Even if you weren't into rap or Denzel Curry or anything in this scene, you heard this song.
The video's so good too.
Yeah,
It's honestly held up so well.
yeah.
Denzel Curry himself, dude, man, he rarely takes any fucking L's. I don't know any L's that Denzel Curry's taken, man.
Neither. Second up, I would like to give a shout out to Lil Pump, D-Rose, 100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist, 100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist, D-Rose. I'm an auntie on PO.
Banger, dude.
I maintain this is Lil Pump's best song he's ever released. I maintain that.
A lot of people were shitting on that song too, and it's the one that made him blow up.
Dude, it is insane.
Nowadays, people show love to that song.
The distortion is off the charts.
Yeah, man.
Crazy song.
It hasn't even aged at all. It aged like fine wine, dude.
Yeah.
You could drop that shit today and it still slaps. This is what I mean by SoundCloud
so
being such a
grimy.
pioneer, bro.
So grimy.
Yep.
That Cole Bennett video, oh, classic.
Shouts out Lil Pump. He did something right.
Yeah.
He has his L's though.
Hopefully Lil Pump 2 is good. The track list looks promising. I'm hoping that he comes with the energy. Because he dropped a song last year, I think.
He's getting a lot of unnecessary hate, to be honest.
I think so,
People are just shitting on. What the fuck has he done?
He dropped a song called All of a Sudden. I encourage all you to listen to it. It's really hard. I recommend that. It's going to be on the album. And he's got Young Thug on the album, too. It's a pretty stacked track list.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage y'all to look that up. But yeah, this song, D-Rose, absolute classic.
Yep.
Definition of a SoundCloud classic. Next up, Young Bands, Playboy Cardi, 4 tablespoons.
When was that song
4
dropped?
tablespoons. That song was like 2016.
Well, I feel like I'm in 2016 when I hear it because I am completely new to that song. It's gonna be my recent obsession.
It's incredible, dude.
Yep.
25, 8, 6, 7, 8 bands. I just asked my good Lord for another day. Thank God. Oh my God.
Banger.
One of the most classic Young Band songs. One of the most classic Cardi features. Oh, just such an incredible track. When did this come out? Yep, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
This
The
was
golden age.
This is Cash Cardi.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cash Cardi right here.
Yep.
Such a vibe of a song.
Cardi is the Tupac of the modern gen of rappers. No, not the Tupac. The Biggie Smalls.
You said he's the Biggie Smalls
He's
of
the
the
Biggie
generation.
Smalls of modern day rappers.
I mean, he was born the day that Tupac died.
Yeah, but he's Biggie though. I see him.
You
as
think
more
he's
of a
Biggie?
I feel like he has the flows and the cadence and the mannerisms that every rapper wishes to acquire nowadays. Yeet, Can, or basically all of this new wave.
Yeah,
which I'm not shitting
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I think it's all pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
Cardi really nails it fucking down.
Yeah.
And he's the most well-known, just like Biggie.
True.
Biggie
True.
Biggie didn't create something new. He was extremely good at what the fuck he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see Cardi. I don't think Cardi has created a new sound or anything. But I will say,
I think he's... Yeah, I think he has.
well, low key.
But
But
with
I mean,
Whole Lotta Red, he's
the thing
inspired
is, the
a
whole SoundCloud gen created a new sound in and of itself. I feel like Playboy Cardi was a contributor more than the sole founder of it. Because there was a bunch of people kind of
It
pushing
was
in
like
that
Whole
direction.
Lotta Red, Trip at Night, Pierre Bourne's albums.
This was everybody. This was
Dilate,
multiple people. You know what
even.
I mean? And the way I see
Yeah.
it, Cardi is Biggie in the way that he didn't create this new wave, but he does it the fucking best. I feel like he nails that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I still listen to
Absolutely.
a whole lot of Red, bro.
Whole Lotta Red's my favorite album still.
Slaps.
Incredible. Holds up to this day.
And it's like how I told you the other day. Baby Tron is a modern Eminem.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
That's
is
not a hot
definitely-
take at all.
Eminem
Yeah.
cries. He wishes he was Baby Tron right now.
Facts.
And that's a fact, man.
I know your grandma got cancer. I feel bad for her. But before she died, no cap, I'm a scammer first.
Baby Tron goes hard, man. I gotta listen to more Baby Tron. I still don't catch up. I don't listen to all this stuff.
I need
Every single song I hear though, massive slapper.
Have you heard his song "Rude as Hell"?
Nah, I don't think so.
I'll show you later. Everyone listening, listen to "Rude as Hell" by Baby Tron. Look at the video. It is something else. Next up, one of my favorite songs of all time, "Myself" by Nav. One of the greatest flows and melodies of all time. Pull me up a foe and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself
I was bumping
again.
the song when everybody was on the hating Nav trend. Because for years, nobody liked Nav.
Even before I got into Nav, I love this song. And
Yeah.
I didn't get into Nav until like about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I always liked Nav, even from the beginning, man. I remember I had a cousin that put me onto that shit. Yeah. And I was like, damn, this song slaps. And I just kind of, delved deep into it. I like his 2016 Freshman song that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song goes hard, too. Yeah, dude, fucking... It's nice to see... It's nice to see all the Nav love. Because he deserves it. That is a fucking masterclass of a song. And the video is trippy as fuck.
Oh, it's so good. It's like mirrored and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the song that he dropped like a month or so ago with Lil Baby and Travis Scott?
Yeah, I heard it.
It's so hard.
Yeah, it is a good song. It's... I don't know, man. A lot of songs for me. At least when it comes to, like, mainstream guys like that, I feel like nowadays it's more of a, like, digest once and then skip. I feel like, yeah, like you said, that song is good. I do remember it being good. I don't really revisit it as I revisit other songs that I enjoy. For example, that leak that you... is it a leak or is it an official song?
Which song?
4 Teaspoons. 4 Teacups.
That's a real song.
Oh, it's a real song. Yeah. That's a song from 2016, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard both songs for the first time. So they're both new to me. Well, I mean, obviously I heard the other song's a month old, sorry. But I heard that other song when it came out. Is a brand new song. I heard it and I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. And I'm hearing this song from 2016 for the first time too, which is basically fresh to my ears. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I want to go re-listen to that. I don't know what it is. I feel like nowadays I don't really come back to mainstream music as much as I do, more just self-produced music.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why people love SoundCloud so much.
Yeah,
it's got that finesse to it.
Made my own beats and I made my own words. Opener link, so I had to insert. But yeah, Myself is one of my favorite songs of all time. It genuinely is. And then the last song we're gonna talk about, one of X's first songs ever, Vice City. I have something interesting about this. I could be wrong. I am pretty sure this beat was a Logic type beat on YouTube.
You think so?
I'm 90% sure.
I have another hot take. I've always hated the
that.
snares on that song.
No. It's not a hot take. Like, I know this.
Oh, shit.
I'm like pretty sure.
I did not
if
know
memory
that.
serves
Damn.
me. But what were you saying?
I hate the snares. I love the song. I love the production and everything.
That's fair.
I hate
It's mixed
the
like shit. But
Yeah.
like it's like
that's part
it's
of
fine
its charm, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's like my only main I've had since the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
I love this song way back when, and even then I've always had like, I hate these snares.
I've always felt Riot was a better version of this kind of song, but this is still incredible. For being his first song, it is super lyrical, super
X just
rhyme
kinda
heavy.
Started and
He's
blew
just
up
rapping
right
his
away,
ass
man.
off.
Such a rare case scenario. Pop Smoke is another guy that
he
just
started
blew
in
right
like
away.
2014, and then I think
By 2015 he was making noise.
He was making noise in SoundCloud in like 2015, and I think Look at Me
2016
blew up in like 2017.
Nah, 2016.
No, because it blew up at the same time as like the Migos song. Look at Me came out in 2015, but it blew up in like 2017.
Oh damn. Well, okay. I wouldn't know that then, because
sure.
I was bumping that shit in 2016.
Yeah, same. But yeah, Vice City, still a great song. I'm so glad that X's team, after taking L after L after L after L and being scummy as fuck, they actually put a whole bunch of SoundCloud classics on streaming. So that's a very good
I
thing.
thought that was pretty badass.
Thank
too.
God.
Yeah, something, right? Literally one of the few things they can do right.
Yep.
Shit.
So the next topic, you wanted to discuss live streaming and how it's affected entertainment and internet culture. Because I find this very interesting.
TV and the way you consume YouTube is over. I feel like the game is changing so drastically in like 2 to 3 years. YouTube video essays and YouTube, just regular videos making commentary and whatever are still gonna exist. But in no way, shape, or form is it gonna be as important as streaming is. Streaming is already taken over, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's essentially people doing live TV in their fucking rooms.
Yeah.
I look at it kind of like Bitcoin, where they're literally decentralizing cable network. You know how Bitcoin is supposed to decentralize, you know,
Crypto.
well, Bitcoin is crypto, but it's supposed to decentralize the traditional money system.
NFTs.
Yeah, that's a whole nother issue, man.
Dude, it's non-fungible.
I'll just take a screenshot, man.
It's
But
non-fungible. Save image as. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
what was I saying?
Something about live streams. I don't fucking.
Oh yeah.
I'm drunk as shit.
I'm
not
live
that-
streaming is the new TV. Live streaming is the new TV.
Yeah.
YouTube is gonna completely change its platform. I don't think it's gonna be a platform that solely dedicates itself to videos anymore. I think it's gonna be a platform that prioritizes way all the way through, kind of like Twitch and.
I mean, Ludwig was the biggest Twitch streamer, and YouTube just got him. He's a YouTube streamer now.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the biggest Twitch streamer.
Twitch has been taking L
After
bro.
L, dude.
It sucks. YouTube is a little bit better, but YouTube still has its issues. Somehow, some way, there needs to be someone that comes out here and just comes up with some sort of way. You know what I feel like is gonna happen?
Huh.
I feel like this is a whole. It's kind of the natural course of things. I feel like everybody that is getting banned in all these websites is gonna command the attention of people. And I feel like wherever they decide to go to is where all the eyes and money are going to go to.
Right.
So, yeah, sure. These, you know, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, they can police their, you know, their content as much as they want, and that's fine, you know, the private companies. All these people that they're banning, you know, they're just burning bridges for themselves, because all they can do, the people follow them. They don't follow YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So they could easily just be like, all right, I'm hopping on this other website. Support me here. And, you know, all the ad revenue and all the money is going to go over there, and money talks.
Yeah.
So wherever the money goes is where shit happens.
Facts.
I feel like this is a beat up topic. Everybody's been saying YouTube is already dead, or it's going to be, it's dying. It's going to be irrelevant in a few years. That's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
But I feel like now this is for sure a time where I can genuinely say, you know what? I feel like YouTube is pretty much next to done.
I think I don't know if it's next to done. I think that they definitely need to capitalize more and more on live streaming. I like I said, them getting Ludwig, that is an insane power move.
Yeah, that's hope they don't fumble the bag though, because
it could be a repeat version of what Mixer did with Ninja.
Yeah, dude,
that could be fucked
These
up.
big companies secure the bag and fumble it so hard because they think they know everything.
YouTube gotta play it smart.
A lot of companies, right? It ain't just YouTube, man. I mean, look at Twitch. Going back to the competition. Twitch is being stupid as fuck.
Twitch is fucked up right now.
And Twitch is the live stream fucking website. You want a live stream? Where do you go?
Twitch.
I'm saying, bro. I know somebody somewhere is working on something. I know.
Yeah.
It's out there, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Traditional content creation is dead.
Word.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about dead, but like it's
definitely being
it's
overshadowed.
downplayed. It's downplayed a lot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the trailer
Oh shit! Yeah.
for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Don't you love it when copyrights are expired?
Ooh. I assume if you're listening to this, you know about this, but Winnie the Pooh just entered public domain. Disney no longer owns the exclusive rights to it. So some people are making a Winnie the Pooh slasher movie. It's extremely low budget based on the trailer,
It looks
but
good, though.
it's got some interesting shots going on. It looks really cheesy, but in like a really fun kind of way. I love the designs for Winnie the Pooh and Piglet that they showed off. I'm assuming this is coming out by the end of the year, considering principal cinematography finished earlier this year.
I thought the effects and everything were done super well.
It looks really
good. The movie
good.
looks extremely promising, to be honest.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Like
Winnie the Pooh, sorry. And his whole gang just looked petty as hell. They offered some fucking revenge, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like the concept about this is that Christopher Robin
broke up with them.
yeah, like no, he grew up and then he left them and he thought that they were gonna be okay, but they ended up like getting really, really hungry and then they ended up just eating animals and becoming feral and they ate some people and now they're like, dude, why the fuck did you leave us, dude? I'm fat as shit, but it's not off honey. But I'm really looking forward to this. This movie is just the concept of them releasing this is punk as hell.
Yeah, honestly.
In a good way, and I fuck with that so much. Rest assured, when this movie comes out on streaming, we will watch it and review it on the podcast. I promise you. we will do that. I'm so looking forward to
Talking
this.
about characters entering public domain.
Mickey Mouse in a few years.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, that's the big question.
We got to make a Mickey Mouse horror movie.
Yeah, but look, Disney has been lobbying for Mickey Mouse to kind of, stay privatized for a while. And they've been getting away with it for a decent time now.
Yeah, who knows? Hopefully.
Disney's got some big bucks. They ain't no joke.
I so badly would.
Hell on Disney though for not just letting it enter public domain. Let Mickey Mouse be public domain. Everybody and their mother knows what Mickey belongs to. You don't need a gatekeep any longer. It's been 120 years.
I would lick Goofy's ballsack to watch a Mickey Mouse slasher movie.
That would go hard.
I want to see that so
a
bad.
Goofy schizophrenic movie.
Oh my lord!
No, just him going schizophrenic as the movie progresses.
Gosh,
That would be hilarious.
the voices won't stop. But yeah, anyways, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I'm looking forward to this.
Very promising.
We'll also put the link to this in.
in the description for sure.
Next up, I wanted to discuss the first 2 episodes of Amazon's Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power series. Came out the other day.
This is all you, man. I haven't
Yeah.
even seen one Lord of the Rings movie. I remember
you gotta watch
when my
them,
mom
dude.
got me a PS2. She
They're
got
all
me
on
the Lord of the
HBO
Rings
Max.
video game, and I never even played the video game because when I was a kid,
I have
never
all
cared
the
for Lord of
video.
Rings.
I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, the games are actually good from what I heard.
Yeah, I am I have all the video games. I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan. You should definitely give them a watch. They're all on HBO Max as well as all the Hobbit movies.
Damn, they're incredibly long. Well, the Lord of the Rings movies are long. I don't know how long
The Hobbit movies are not as long, but long. HBO Max has the theatrical and the extended cuts. Theatrical cuts are like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Extended cuts are like 4 hours.
Oh my god.
But they're incredible though. Like they're very consistently entertaining. But anyways, this show is not necessarily connected to the movies. It takes place like a couple thousand years before the movies in the Second Age, and The Lord of the Rings takes place in the Third Age. But this new show, which is set to be the most expensive TV show of all time, I believe for the full series, it's costing them like $1 billion to make.
What the hell?
The first season is going to be 8 episodes, and they dropped the first 2 episodes the other day. And, I mean, I'll say this right off the bat. The cinematography and the visuals are stunning. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, just breathtaking stuff. I love the acting. It's all very theatric, but not, like, over the top. It's very on point. It's perfect. I love where the story's going. The effects are incredible. They're seamless. The CGI is perfect. I just am really, really loving where this is going. And, man, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the show.
Yeah, but $1 billion, dude? They're betting a lot of money.
Yeah.
Shit, for $1 billion, them special effects better be top notch, man.
Yeah, they are. It's like, well, I mean, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy were extraordinarily expensive too. So it's kind of keeping the tradition of Tolkien properties have to be extremely expensive, but I think they'll do well. And of course, okay, actually, while we're on the topic of Rings of Power, I am so mad. People are upset about there being African American characters in this show. There's a black elf, there's a black dwarf, there's a black hobbit. People are throwing tantrums about this. Tolkien never said there were black hobbits or black dwarves. Who fucking cares? Even if he didn't say that,
a black dwarf.
He didn't specify that there were black dwarves. Doesn't mean that there can't be. There's nothing about them that suggests that they have to be a certain skin tone. There's about any of these species. It's fucking fine. Grow up.
It ain't even that.
Why do you care? Why do you
deep,
care? Fucking degenerates.
They're the elf wardens.
They're fucking Balrogs out here. They look like they're literally cave trolls. Let's talk about Halo Infinite canceling development on all local co-op.
Yeah, fuck 343, basically. Well, not entirely.
Well,
almost entirely.
The era of local co-op play is kind of over.
It's been
unfortunately
dead for like a decade now.
But this is like pain because Halo was like one of the most iconic multiplayer local co-op games.
Its entire reputation is built upon that. And that's what I'm trying to get at. The campaign, I haven't played it. I don't have an Xbox. Yeah, sorry. I'm critiquing an Xbox.
I have an
game
Xbox.
Yeah, dude, it's from what I heard, the campaign was amazing. They were incorporating all these new things, and it looked to be so good. And it looked like 343 was coming back in style. And one of their main things, this was one of their main pushing points, was we're gonna bring back local co-op. Now they knew this was gonna get fans riled up. You don't just say that nowadays for a fucking video game, and that's a sad thing to say. Because I don't even think it's so fucking hard. People did it in the 90s and the 2000s. What the fuck is stopping you now when you got computers and your fucking your video game consoles that are 3-4 times more powerful than what they used to be? That makes completely no sense, right? The excuse is, in order to diverge funds, continue our development of the game, we're gonna stop our development of local co-op. And it's a massive fucking kick in the balls, basically, is what I'm trying to get. It sucks.
Yeah, it's so painful to see such an important, or such an iconic aspect of this franchise just be shot down.
Yeah, and it's been
so
for a while.
sad.
It all started with Reach had a local co-op, didn't it?
Yeah.
When did Halo stop? Literally right when 343 took over is when it stopped. Halo 4 didn't have a local co-op.
It didn't?
I don't think it did.
Oh.
RIP local co-op. RIP fucking going to your friend's house and just playing some damn games like regular people. Now everybody's expected to have a TV, the same game, the same console, and fucking internet.
Pain. So stupid.
It is.
You want to fucking play some Halo after we finish recording this podcast?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's play Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
I gotta make sure it's downloaded though.
Yeah.
Our next topic, as we're leading more into films, we wanted to talk about misrepresentations of drugs in movies. I have specifically 5 examples I want to kind of briefly go over. We understand that for comedies, exaggerating the effects of certain drugs for the sake of comedy, it's whatever. We get it. It's fine.
It ain't even funny most of the time, though, keeping it a beam.
Speaking of something like that not being funny, the whole reason that we even wanted to do this is because in an outtake clip last week, we discussed doing this topic because of in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Sam's mother eats a pop brownie and she just starts acting like she's on Molly. Like she's just dancing around, spinning. She's like, oh, I'm sure. Like, and it's so stupid. It's like, that's not, I mean, listen, pop brownies fuck you up if they're good. Not like that, though. Was she eating Molly brownies? Is that a thing?
Fucking weed laced with Molly.
Yeah, it's just, I just thought that was really stupid, and that's why
That's how we started this whole little section, yeah.
Exactly. Next up, a stoner classic, Mac and Devin Go to High School, starring, we watched this a long time ago. Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, they're high school students.
Yeah.
There's a scene fairly early on where Devin once again eats an edible, and then he like passes out, and he wakes up, and there's like snow all around him, and he's like, "Huh? What's going on?" And he starts tripping out, and then he goes into the hallway, and all of a sudden it's like there's like a stage show of like dancers playing a song off of the Mac and Devin Go to High School album, and it's just, this is not what happens on weed, man. That's not how this works. I ain't seeing that shit.
And these are the 2 biggest potheads ever.
I've taken my meds today.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, and almost was that bit even funny? I haven't seen that shit in a long time, so I can't say.
I mean, it was cool. I mean, like, the song's good, so like it doesn't really matter that much. It's just, it's not accurate at all.
It's not.
I like that movie. I know a lot. It's kind of cringe, to be honest.
It is cringe. It's just a pop movie.
Yeah,
but it's got its charm.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a classic. Another one, more serious movie, Scarface. I just wanted to mention this because I thought it was funny. Scarface in this movie snorts mountains of cocaine. Like, mountains of cocaine the size of anthills. Straight up. Like, it is fucked up, so and he's just snorting them, and he's like, I'm Scarface, I'm on the cocaine,
The 80s was a crazy-ass era for cocaine, man, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, dude. they really portrayed the heroin and cocaine addiction everyone was having at the time really well.
Yeah.
He nailed that shit. The whole heroin overdose that happens in that movie is so fucking realistic. I got so uncomfortable watching that scene. I had to walk out of the room. I could not bear to. And it wasn't even that it was bad. It was well done, and that was my problem. At some point, they had to take that big ass needle that they use that they're supposed to stab in your heart to inject some adrenaline or epinephrine, I think it's called. And man, I got so damn uncomfortable because it was legit as hell. The whole the practical effects and just the whole procedure and everything going on, just the context of the scene too. They really fucking nailed that shit. I'm like, damn, I definitely don't want to do heroin now. And what we're trying to get at basically with why we're kind of annoyed with these misportrayals of drugs is like, if you portray shit right, trust me, bro, most of the time people won't do these drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at Quentin. He had people in his movie snorting loads of cocaine, and you had John Travolta, just injecting heroin at his pleasure.
Yeah.
At his pleasure, sorry, at his leisure. And yeah, there's scenes where he's enjoying it, man. But literally the biggest moment, the biggest thing that happens in John Travolta's little segment of the movie is that girl having the heroin overdose.
Yeah.
So you walk on more with that message than him having a good time, because yeah, drugs make you have a good time. Everyone knows that. But yeah, it's just fuck. And then you see her after when she comes back, when she manages to survive by the fucking grace of God. Because I thought she was gonna die, right? She comes back, she looks like a fucking zombie. The first thing she says, "Whoa, that was trippy, dude." And you can't even be mad, because that's legitimately how it be for motherfuckers like this. They don't care. Damn, and such a realistic way she even overdoses too. Not overdoses. Well, yeah, technically, yes, it's an overdose. They confuse the cocaine with the heroin. And it's so easy to do that. Fucking nail that shit.
The next film... The next film is 21 Jump Street with the LSD scenes.
Oh, God, that is so fucking inaccurate.
I mean,
don't
like,
even know where to begin.
It is pretty funny, and visually it is pretty creative, but it's not accurate, no.
Yeah, I think it's funny-wise, I think it's okay. I don't think it's boring. I don't think it's shitty, but I don't think it's that comedic of a joke.
Right.
The punchline is, "Look at me, I'm high." At the end of the day, but I don't know. I have such a gripe with that scene. It's such a fucking bad portrayal, dude.
I will also say one good scene involving drugs. I watched the Nick Cage movie that came out earlier this year, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. There's an acid trip scene in that movie where Nick Cage trips acid. But there's no, like, visuals or anything like that. It's just...
I need to see that movie, dude.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters.
But good shit.
I saw it in cinemas.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah. Nick Cage and the other main character are, like... They take a tap of acid. And they're, like, paranoid, like... They know that we're on acid. Like, those people over there, they know that we're on acid. And they're like, we gotta sneak over to the car because we gotta avoid them because they know that we're on acid. And they're like sneaking over to the car.
That's how it be, bro. That's how
it's so funny. There's like, I kind of wish that they had thrown in some trippy visuals because that would have been cool. But it's also like, it's funny because you're looking at a realistic trip from an outsider's perspective. Just like watching these people
having a little attack of paranoia.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, man, it does get awkward like that, and it's that sounds. I gotta see that movie, so I won't comment much on it. You know what's a movie that I got to see in theaters completely blind, and I'm grateful that I did.
What?
Midsummer.
I have not seen that yet. I've heard it's really good, and I've heard that it's
a fucking fever dream.
It's the most realistic depiction of shroom trips.
Yeah,
in the movie, right?
Or just just tripping in general. The way they fuck visually with the screen on you, it's so good. It's so good. And back then I had never even taken an acid trip before that.
Right.
And I walked out of that movie just creeped the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is this movie? I wasn't dissatisfied, but it's just like any horror movie that you watch or shit like that.
It affected you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm grateful that I walked in blindly. Years later. With all the knowledge that I've picked up and the context is like, damn, that was a very fucking good movie. Olivia Wilde, though, the director for that movie, she's been in a lot of drama recently.
Yeah. She's a goated director, though. I'll say that.
Yeah. She does have some very impressive movies under her belt. But I don't know what's up with all this recent controversy. She has Shia LaBeouf as the husband. You know, he was supposed to be the husband, but they switched it for Harry Styles because Shia LaBeouf ended up winning. How do you fumble the bag on Shia LaBeouf? Olivia Wilde was begging for Shia LaBeouf to stay on the production of this movie.
Really?
He released emails that they sent between each other.
I mean, he is talented, and I respect the hell out of him as an actor and as he's great.
Yeah, basically, Shia LaBeouf came out with these receipts saying, she was begging me to stay, but I did not want to. And he released a whole statement. I remember I read it. I don't remember much about it. It's not only that, it's Olivia Wilde sleeping with, I think it was Harry Styles. Yeah, she was trying to sleep with Harry Styles, and then the female lead of the movie, Florence Pugh, she was very uncomfortable with that. So she's not scheduled to appear for the public screening of the movie, the private screening, not public.
Yeah.
The private screening that they're gonna have for the movie convention that they have in Paris, I think it is. She's not scheduled to appear. She's not gonna show up.
Damn. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, she should have not gone because she felt so. Yeah, Olivia Wilde, go-to director, like you said.
Yeah.
But damn, what the fuck, man? You gotta get your shit straight. Fucking, not Ezra Miller levels of stupidity, but
yeah,
definitely drama.
Yeah. The last movie I wanted to discuss in relation to misrepresentations of drugs in film is Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. There's just this kid smoking a cigarette.
Oh my god.
On a couch, and he starts tripping out like he's on LSD.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding. It might have been like a joint, but it looked like a cigarette to me. And he just started tripping the fuck out.
Even if he was smoking weed, bro, how the hell you gonna be tripping visually? It ain't
exactly. That's not how that works.
Stupid.
Yeah. Dumbass movie too. Kind of funny movie though.
There's something about shitty horror movies that they have their charm to them.
Speaking of horror movies that have their charm to them, last week we mentioned that we were gonna rewatch From Dusk Till Dawn, and
spoiler alert, we did.
We had some interesting complications. So about 2 days ago, I watched the movie on HBO Max. Then Rigo hits me up like, "Yo, where's it streaming at?" And I'm like, "HBO. I just watched it like 2 hours ago." And then he's like, "It's not on HBO." I'm like, "What do you mean it's not on HBO? I just watched it on HBO 2 hours ago." And then I go on HBO. It's not on fucking HBO. They took it down immediately after I watched it. So then Rigo is just completely unable to watch it.
Right at the last minute, bro. Like, what the fuck? 2 hours behind.
So then we just watched it about an hour or two ago. So I've seen this movie twice now. I have a lot of fucking notes about this movie. Right off the bat, what did you think of this movie?
It's a classic.
It's a banger.
Yeah, nothing bad to say about it.
This was directed by Robert Rodriguez with a screenplay by Quentin Tarantino.
And it's got a lot of both guys in it. That's for
sure.
Yeah.
Originally, Tarantino was set to direct this movie before he just decided to put all of his focus into the screenplay and just let Robert Rodriguez direct it, which I think was a good call because the writing in this movie is very tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well done. I just love how this movie starts with Clooney and Tarantino. Clooney, by the way, was paid $250,000 to be in this movie. That's it, which is surprising. He must have really wanted to work with Tarantino, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't see no other reason because he was really fucking big at that time already, wasn't he?
Yeah. The editing throughout this movie is very frenetic, and it's fast-paced, and it has a strong sense of urgency. And the dialogue is just very sharp and intense throughout the film, I feel.
I wouldn't really say that it's tense or quick. I feel like it's so concise and it flows so smoothly.
Yeah.
It just straight lines zoom through it type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it all has cohesion.
I find it hilarious that Tarantino wrote the screenplay for this movie, and he also co-stars in the first half of this movie, I think.
Yeah,
the first half. We'll get to that.
A good chunk of it. That's
for
sure.
I'll say this right now. Spoiler alert for this movie. If you have not seen this movie and you don't know anything about it, please go watch it. Don't look up anything about it because it goes a little off the rails at some point. Mm-hmm. I'll say that. But anyways, I find it hilarious that Tarantino writes himself as a rapist, a murderer, a creep, a pervert, but worst of all, a toe sucker. That is absolutely unacceptable. I do not support that whatsoever. The rest of that is fine. I just do not support him being a toe sucker.
Yeah, he can rape and kill the bitch, but he can't suck some toes, man.
Absolutely not.
It's
no.
against the law.
Disgusting. This whole film just has like a very like dirty, dingy, grimy grindhouse feel to it.
A lot of practical effects for sure.
Oh, the practical effects across the board in this are terrific.
Right at the beginning of the movie, I had put as well. I can already tell Tarantino's contributions with the writing, because yeah, the way he's just able to characterize his characters. Sorry for the fucking. It's just really well, dude. Just simple dialogues with them, and you get to know so much about them. Yeah, right at the beginning, it also put crazy ass movie. Great way to introduce the characters, showing their apathy to chaos. These characters, a lot of these characters do not give a shit, and it is very notorious right from the get-go.
Not at first, at least.
With the main characters, yeah. Well, not the main characters, the main brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell they're apathetic as shit. Especially Tarantino.
Yeah.
Especially
Tarantino is one fucked up piece of shit in this movie.
I put very casual with kidnappings.
Oh yeah, very much so. I found that George Clooney is actually, in like the first leg of this movie, George Clooney's pretty intimidating.
Honestly, yeah, he comes off as a hard ass motherfucker. He doesn't really soften up until like the second half of the movie.
Yeah, he doesn't open up until after.
He makes it to the bar.
We'll get to it. By the way, we're gonna refer to some of these characters just by like their actors. Like we're just gonna say Clooney and Tarantino. I do not remember their names at all. Yeah. And I watched this movie twice. Clooney's a bad guy, but he has a line, and he takes serious issues with the awful things that Tarantino does. There's some hotel scenes in this. I almost wonder if these scenes inspired The Devil's Rejects at all. Being stuck in a grimy, poor hotel room and being held against your will there at gunpoint. I almost wonder if that scene was impactful to Rob Zombie in a way when making The Devil's Rejects, because those scenes have very similar feelings to them. But yeah, in the hotel, Tarantino just absolutely fucking massacres a hostage, and we don't see it. We just see like flashes of it as Clooney and Tarantino are staring into the hotel room, and Clooney's just like,
it wasn't even flashes of the act itself. It was like the aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath. It was like, yeah, the bloody pillows and
George Clooney. He looked mad as hell for good reason, right?
Yeah, he absolutely violated that woman.
I put here after my comment of very casual with kidnappings. I put setting up an important detail already, because I remember he tells this old lady, if you listen to what I say, I'll promise you'll make it alive. I immediately got a feeling that old lady gonna die. Right after.
I mean, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. I love when after that, Clooney and Tarantino go into the family's hotel room, and they like,
just casually fucking...
Yeah, and then that kid playing guitar continues to play guitar after they've broken in up until he's got a gun to his head, and then he stops playing guitar. That dude is a true musician if I've ever seen one. That dude loves Weezer. Straight up. And then you have a scene where Tarantino is looking like really creepily at the teenage daughter after coming out of the shower, and I just wrote MGK be like.
Yeah, even his brother is all telling him, George Clooney, he's telling him, he's like, what'd I tell you? Look, watch the hostages, don't talk to them. And he's like, he just looks at the girl and he's like, I'll talk to you later. I don't think she wants to, man.
I love when the father's like, my kids are not going with you to Mexico, and that is that. And George Clooney takes out his gun, points it at the kid's head, and he's just like, that is not fucking that. This is fucking this. Another line I love is when they get on the bus to go to Mexico, and they ask Tarantino, where we're going? He's like, Mexico. What's in Mexico? Mexicans.
I put a comment on that here. I put Mexicans are indeed in Mexico.
Facts.
I put here, after that whole scene when George Clooney finds out, George Clooney's character's name, by the way, is Seth. I put here, Seth forgave rape and murder. What a nice brother. Because he sees the aftermath of his brother just being a complete fucking freak. And he's like, it's okay. We'll get over it. We'll get past this. No.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bruh. But I mean, goated brother. At least he forgave him. I guess. Dude, the way they set up the pastor was really nice too. The way they
Yeah.
introduced him was really cool. The two guys are brothers apparently. This is when I found out they were brothers. I thought they were just I thought they were just partners in crime or some shit. Already set up an important character with the ex-preacher and the two brothers' crazy backstory.
I was gonna say the father in this, played by Harvey Keitel, is really fucking good. The pastor,
Yeah.
he's so good in this movie. Really great. There's a really great conversation between him and Clooney when they're on the motorhome. It's just a very interesting dynamic between the two.
It continues on for like the rest of the movie from
Oh
there,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I like the way Seth and the pastor give each other shit. It helps them grow their character in a sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, they're like threatening their authorities, and you think it's gonna get physical and somebody's gonna die. But then they're like, it's like the series of memes on YouTube where it's like, POV, you're in Master Chef and some shit. And they're like, you should leave this contest because you made the best dish I have ever had. It's like they're so aggressive with their compliment. They'll come super aggressive, and then they'll be like, yeah, man, this is what you need to know about life. This is what you should be doing. And it's like, thanks, bro. I did not know that. They come at it so aggressive. It's really nice though. It's really cool.
One of the most intense scenes in this movie is when they're at the Mexico border and they have to smuggle in Clooney and Tarantino. And I just thought that whole scene was very, very intense. And that, that conversation leading up to it between the father and the son over whether or not to tell the police is really tense as well. Like, just...
Because like, even like the obvious thing is to just tell them, but like realistically, you don't fucking know, man.
Yeah. They have a gun to your daughter.
Yep.
That could just...
It could go south in a lot of ways. That same police was a fucking weirdo, too.
Oh, yeah, just like lingering on the girl on the toilet. Yeah. Really gross stuff. And even like when they pass border patrol, Clooney comes out and he goes, God damn, that was intense. And then I also love during that scene when they're in the back, Tarantino's being a dick, so Clooney just fucking punches him out. And when he wakes up, he does some grade A gaslighting. just like, yeah, man, you fell, man. You look something about your hand, and then you hit your head on the toilet, man. And I was really worried.
Yeah, but the good news, we're finally in Mexico.
The good news is we've arrived at the Titty Twister Bar. Let's go!
Absolutely base name. For
They've got every type of pussy.
Oh yeah,
wet pussy, dry
pussy.
That
was fucking hilarious, bro.
After this, I immediately wrote all caps boobies. When they get in there are so many titties. And then I wrote Trejo, baby, because Danny Trejo is there. He's the bartender. Interesting fact. Salma Hayek's dance was not choreographed. She did that all freestyle on her own.
Yeah, that makes sense, to be honest. It wasn't really all that crazy. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. That shit was fire. But, yeah, it definitely didn't seem choreographed to me. It doesn't look like it would have been.
Speaking of Salma Hayek, we then have...
this was her at her peak, dog. This is one of the few things I remember from this movie when I watched it way back when. I obviously remember everything now because I just watched it. But fuck, man.
I mean...
I'm grateful I'm Latino sometimes because there's some baddies!
Tarantino must be grateful that he got Salma Hayek to put her toes in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
For an extended amount of time.
For real, though, that scene makes sense when you really watch the whole movie. You get why it's going on. She's
like seducing him, like playing into his deepest, darkest fantasies.
Yeah, and she knows what they are because, I mean... Spoiler alert.
She's
a crazy fucking freak. What do you know? She ends up becoming a vampire.
What's interesting is that during that whole scene with the dance scene with the snake, she was genuinely afraid of snakes, and she spent 2 months to overcome her fear in preparation for this role.
So that is legit practical. That was her with the snake dancing.
Yes.
I thought they somehow edited it in, green screened it. Maybe they had like some kind of animal, professional or some shit.
No, that's her.
Damn.
Going all in.
This is what I mean. Salma's goated. Salma's fucking goated, man. For real. And she was fucking fit way back then. She has some nice ass legs.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, that enough thirsting.
She got some yitties on her, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tom Savini, man. Absolute legend. He plays Sex Machine in this. He has a crotch gun.
I put literally here, His name's Sex Machine, just like me, for real.
Now, I have a bit of headcanon that his character in this is the son of his character in Dawn of the Dead. I think that's a fun connection because they play very similar characters.
What I was gonna say is, right after the whole Salma Hayek, dancing scene, there are some very big haters wherever you go, man. They hate to see another man succeed. After Quentin Tarantino gets, Salma Hayek's feet stuck deep down his throat, with a look of, just sheer pleasure in his face, you had a group of, just motorcyclists coming through being like, who was the one that touched her? And they were like, it was him. But it was like, she's the one that stuck her foot in his mouth to begin with, right? Haters. Haters. They can't see a man succeed. And I just put here, poor Richard getting his hand hurt again, LMAO. Because in the first scene of the movie, he gets shot in the hand. And, he kind of deals with it. And these bikers show up, and they get all physical. And one of them just comes up and stabs him directly in the same spot where he got shot at. And I'm like, damn, poor dude. And then he dies shortly thereafter.
Yeah, but, man, what I love about this movie is that this is a pretty normal, intense Tarantino crime drama, and then out of nowhere, everybody is a fucking vampire.
It's so fucking sudden how it happens.
It's
so sudden.
I envy anybody who got to watch this movie without knowing what the hell it was going on.
I was one of those people, man. I definitely was.
I knew what it was going in. Unfortunately, I watched this when I was 15, I think. But I knew what it was going in, unfortunately, but I envy people who got to watch this.
Yeah, it was definitely fucking... It's like when I went to see I'm Sorry to Bother You. I got to see that movie in theaters for the first time without any context as well. And, you have that whole plot twist where, they literally become horses.
Yeah.
And, man, it's that same exact feeling. It's so sudden and so out of pocket you don't even want to watch anymore.
Wow.
Dude, I remember I was at the theater watching this movie, and I got so weirded out by what was going on after the whole horse reveal thing. I walked out of the theater. I was standing up, I went in circles, and then I go outside for 30 seconds to a minute. And I'm like, all right, cool, let's go back in. I was so damn fucking confused.
That guitar, though, that the band has, that's just made of human flesh and shit. That guitar is fucked up.
Yeah, that guitar corpse goes hard.
About that scene, about those guitars, I just wrote, Playboy Cardi shows be like. The line where one of the vampires has George Clooney pinned down, and he's like, no thanks, I already had a wife. That was improvised. That was not written. George Clooney just said that.
Nice.
In that scene. Then I put Fred Williamson as a fucking goat.
I call him the Nom guy.
The Nom guy, yeah. There's a hilarious scene where he's like, I was in Nam back in 1972, and he goes on this
whole flashback.
And then he just gets killed in a terrifying jump scare.
Yeah.
You just see the claws crawl up from behind his back, and then just it is terrifying. Tom Savini kills vampire Danny Trejo. That was pretty crazy.
That whole scene where they they take that vampire's heart out.
Yeah.
And they're holding it. That was super fucking cool. There's a lot of gory scenes. I really like those holy bomb grenades. Well, they're not really grenades. They're balloons. Water balloons that kid throws at the vampires, and it just disintegrates half of their face. Oh, that shit looks so clean.
After Clooney kills his brother, he says that the family would feed them to the vampires at any given chance, which I interpreted as being a bit of self-projecting.
Yeah, for sure. Because they're literally religious.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little motifs here and there. They really they portray George Clooney's character as a fucked up person, but at the same time, there's really subtle hints of him having some kind of moral standards. His brother was just a complete fucking freak. He literally tells them in the scene where he gets mad at him when he finds out that he, raped and killed this woman. He's like, I am a professional thief. I just steal things. I don't do shit like this. You don't do shit like this when you're doing this. And he's just pissed off at him because even he knows it's fucking weird. You don't do that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't steal neither, but yeah, you get my point.
Then we have my favorite monologue in this movie, and I wrote the whole thing down. Clooney is getting his guns ready, and he's like, I know what's going on. We got a bunch of vampires out there trying to get in here that want to suck our fucking blood. And that's it. Plain and simple. And I don't want to hear anything about I don't believe in fucking vampires. Because I don't believe in fucking vampires. but I believe in my own two eyes, and what I saw is fucking vampires.
Absolute class right there.
Incredible. And then I wrote in all caps, Tom Savini calls them vamps.
Yeah, Tom Savini's character is the one that got his heart ripped out, wasn't it? I think it was Tom Savini's.
Was it? He had like a leather jacket on.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find the comment. I'm getting to that. I'm referring to that. I had put here. He trying to be Cardi.
I love when the father just clocks Clooney right across the face.
No, dude, when they're telling Seth to not drink, George Clooney,
Mm-hmm.
he just killed his brother. His brother had already been killed once. He comes back, kills him again. And, very understandably, he's in the middle of a fucking bar. There's alcohol everywhere. You want a few shots. He goes, and like a fucking man, he gets his fucking shots, minds his business. And everybody around him is like, why are you drinking? You shouldn't be drinking. We need you sober here, and we need to figure out a way to survive. He kind of deals with their bullshit, and he gives his excuse. And I was telling you, I was like, what the how the fuck you telling this man to not drink after he kills his own damn brother because he turned into a motherfucking vampire? Get the fuck out of here. I need to keep my sanity, bro. I need a few doses of something. Shit.
I love when the father gets a bat and connects it with a shotgun, creates a crucifix gun. That is a crucifix gun 9 years before Constantine did it, which is also a really fun movie worth mentioning.
Nice. I had put a comment about that. I had put resourceful pastor, bat with the shotgun. We was talking about that shit earlier. We said it would have been cool if he would have just kind of baptized the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way the holy water worked for the kid, because kind of a spoiler, whatever.
Yeah.
The kid gets
this whole
a water
thing is spoiler,
gun.
So.
Man, I put a comment about the kid getting a water gun though, because there's a weapon up montage. It's your typical fucking.
It's a very pre-Edgar Wright style weapons montage.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah, everybody gets their guns. The girl, the daughter of the pastor, gets this arrow thing.
Like a crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow. The kid, the other son, he gets a fucking water gun with some water.
It's straight up a super soaker, full with water that I assume it's holy water. That's been blessed by the father.
Yeah, and George Clooney, he just he gets a chainsaw and he sticks a piece of wood in it instead of a saw, and whatever. That's pretty all cool and dandy. And the pastor, he's got his bat with a shotgun cross. That's already OP. He don't need nothing new, right? And I looked at this kid. They're getting ready to go start the attack on the vampires. How the hell are you brave enough to walk into the fray with a bunch of vampires with a fucking water gun?
Bro, he got
bro, it's holy water. How do you even know that shit works? You ain't got no damn evidence.
He got the super soaker on him, bro.
Bro, in an alternate universe, he walked in, the holy water did not work, he was the first to die. Hell, you better give me an actual Glock or something, just in case this shit don't work, bro. I don't trust you right now.
Yeah. Before they go and launch their attack, though, I find it that it's very tragic and sad. The way that Clooney and his brother, kidnapped this family, and now they've grown to care about each other and have grown to have a bond for each other for what started off as a kidnapping hostage situation because they came across fucking vampires. Clooney is genuinely sad and upset that they're going to lose the father when he gets bitten.
Yeah.
He's genuinely, he's mad. He's like, I'll kill every last one of you vampires! I'll kill all of you!
And he goes up to the guy he was supposed to meet up, to save his ass because, the whole subplot was him going to Mexico to escape the government in the U.S. And he finds this guy finally, and he fucking just socks him in the face. I'm like, why on earth would you bring me? Have you come here before? And he's like, no, I've never come here. And he just looks at him with that look of, what the fuck were you thinking? And then, he just kind of name drops the movie. Yeah, everybody loves name drops.
Yeah. That ending feels like a GTA 5 cutscene.
Yeah.
Or like a Breaking Bad scene.
At the end, I just put, open from dusk till dawn, yo! And,
roll credits.
I had to put the actual quote. It was, you said you wanted to meet in the morning, and this place is open from dusk till dawn. That's exactly what the guy says. And I was like, yo! Kahuna Burger. Kahuna Burger has an appearance in this movie. Nice. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. I love that this movie has the balls to kill a kid. That kid.
What kid?
The son.
Oh.
He gets his shit ripped apart.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's begging his sister, kill me!
Then the fucking vampires just start exploding.
Does she shoot the kid? Or does she shoot one of the vampires?
I think she shoots the kid.
And the kid just fucking explodes? That was definitely a movie moment. Because, one shot, out of her. Was she using the crossbow or just a regular
Crossbow.
revolver? Yeah, she was using her crossbow, and everybody the whole group just fucking explodes off of one arrow. That was definitely a movie moment. It was cool though.
Overall, though, I really, really love this movie. This is an absolute classic.
Everything flows from one scene to the next very well.
Mhm.
Huge punk aesthetic to it.
Very
Lots of
grindhouse.
gore. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a very fucking good movie.
Should we discuss more movies within the movie universe? Like, should we discuss Kill Bill at some point? Should we discuss the Machete movies? Hobo with a Shotgun?
Hobo with a Shotgun is a movie?
Yeah,
I've never even heard of that.
it's a good movie. Death Proof, Planet Terror. Maybe we'll discuss all of
need to
these movies
rewatch.
eventually.
I need to rewatch Death Proof. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to finish off the Transformers saga.
About time. Dun 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 dun.
Last week, we discussed Transformers 1, 2, and 3. This past week, I rewatched the 4th movie, the 5th movie, Bumblebee, and the 1987 movie. And we're going to be going over all of them. The first thing right out the gate that I would like to say about Transformers Age of Extinction is I fucking hate Mark Wahlberg. I hate this dude. He's so fucking annoying. I hate him in these
Isn't his
in these
character
two
that
movies.
he's just mostly an asshole in these movies?
He's an asshole in movies just like he's an asshole in real life.
Yeah, well, yeah, he is pretty controversial.
I
in real
fucking
life,
hate
that's
him.
true.
I hate him, dude. Absolute fuck. I'm gonna stop. But yeah, and he's really annoying in this movie. They really tried to fucking Tony Stark this guy. They even have like a scene where he's in a tank top and he's like doing some welding, and it looks exactly they're trying to do that with him. T.J. Miller is also at the beginning of this movie, also just another fucking asshole. There's a 17-year-old character in this that's Mark Wahlberg's daughter, and the actress looks to be about 26 at the youngest.
Yeah, they need their model actor, man, and that was a
Yeah.
yeah, that's part of how that series of movie worked.
One of the reasons Michael Bay even decided to do this movie is because if he did it, Paramount would finance one of his other movies, Pain and Gain. And also he was at Universal Studios or some shit for Transformers The Ride, and he saw the people in line and he was like, I'm not ready to give up on this franchise yet.
And then he proceeded to shit all over it.
Yeah. I mean, I will say
it was
this.
already just okay.
I'll say this. The 4th one was not as bad as I remember it being. It's way too fucking long. And that goes for the 5th one as well. But this movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. This movie is
That is long.
a slog. But it
That's
has...
almost Lord of the Rings long.
Yeah. It does have some of the best action in the franchise, though. Some of the action in this is really, really, really terrific. So I'll say that. The last few movies had songs from Linkin Park as the main song on the soundtrack. This movie makes the massive downgrade to Imagine Dragons.
Oh my god.
So-
What song do they use?
I don't know. I didn't write that down, but
Damn
Imagine
it.
Dragons
Wait,
does the song for this.
Yeah, that is a massive downgrade. Oh my god.
When Optimus wakes up in Mark Wahlberg's garage, the first thing he says is, "I'll kill you!"
So who does he say that to?
Just in general.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just like, I'll kill you. Then Kelsey Grammer is in this movie. There's your fucking big name actor. The last movie, it was John Malkovich. This movie is Kelsey Grammer. One positive I'll say is that I really like the villain Lockdown. He's pretty menacing. He's got a face that transforms into a gun that he uses to shoot at
Nice.
people. He's really cool. I actually really enjoy him in this. And Michael Bay even said that Lockdown was the movie's most interesting character, which is true, because there's only one human character in this entire movie that I genuinely like, and that is Stanley Tucci's character. He is genuinely hilarious in this. Fun fact about this, 70 minutes of this movie is just pure action.
Nice.
That's an hour and 10 minutes out of the 2 hour and 45 minute runtime. That's just pure action.
Well, I can see why it's so long then. But even then, why so? That's a lot of action.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I then wrote, T.J. Miller died. Thank fuck. He just gets frozen like Han Solo and Carbonite in the middle of the road. It's glorious. Mark Wahlberg is blatantly racist towards his daughter's boyfriend who's Irish. He keeps calling him Lucky Charms and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck is this about? And then, speaking of Mark Wahlberg's daughter's boyfriend, we have the most questionable scene in this movie. Mark Wahlberg's daughter is 17 years old. Her boyfriend is 20, 21, I think. Not cool, right?
Uh-huh.
This man takes out from his wallet a card that has written down the law that says that it's okay for him to bang his underage daughter. It's like the Romeo and Juliet clause or some bullshit.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. This is a scene in this movie.
Damn.
Why is this here? What was one of the producers just dating an underage girl and was like, "Hey,
I don't
Michael
know how
Bay."
they allow that past fucking revisions, to be honest.
No
with you.
idea.
How was that not cut out?
Especially because I didn't double check, but apparently the card that was displayed, given the state that they're in that movie, and given the circumstances, that law may not actually apply. So he's still going to jail.
I didn't even get that right, man. I'm saying.
And there's no reason for that character to be 17. They could have just made her 18.
Or just made her 20. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Like, there's no real.
She
need
looks
for her to be a
26.
minor. Oh well, the whole point of his child being 17 is that she's in high school. Well, you easily could have made her 18 then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, why'd she have to be in high school? Does it matter that his child is in high school? Well, what importance does that bring to the plot? She could have easily been 20 and an adult, and I don't think it would have affected anything. If you wanted to incorporate that scene so bad, you know what I mean? Which I don't really know why you'd want to. It sounds pretty fucking lame. But yeah.
One of the Autobots in this movie and the next movie is voiced by John Goodman, so that's pretty cool. Seeing John Goodman voice a character in this.
Nice.
For those of you who don't know, he voiced Sully in Monsters Inc. He was Dan in Roseanne. He's just
a big name.
Yeah, if you just look him up, you'll recognize him. Super wholesome guy. The main evil corporation in this that Stanley Tucci runs is called KSI.
Are you
JJ Weiland, bro?
Fucking pioneer, bro. Saw the future.
Through that scene at KSI, we have the introduction of a material known as transformium, which is a material that's like nanotech almost, that allows things to transform, and just no good. It just looks horrible.
Sounds shitty by the name.
It does not look. When I want to see a Transformers movie, I want to see them clanking and moving around. I don't want to see them just a flow of nanobots. You know what I mean? It just looks. It does not look as appealing.
Doesn't the government have their own control? Yeah, they use those nanobots to control their own Decepticons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole subplot.
Yeah, and that's how they bring back Megatron in the form of Galvatron, who looks fucking disgusting in this movie. Galvatron looks like absolute shit. I absolutely hate Galvatron.
I don't know what he looks. I've seen this movie. It's just been so long.
That's what he looks like.
Oh my god, that looks like shit. He don't even look like Megatron no more.
Nope. And not even like Galvatron is supposed to look different, but
that ain't in a good way though. That just looks like a typical generic cyborg or some shit. It don't look special.
He looks like a fucking crushed tin can. There are so many explosions in this movie that they don't even register for me anymore.
Yeah.
When an explosion happens on screen in this movie, it doesn't even click with me as a thing that's happening.
Yeah, you eventually get numb, man. Bay loves his explosions. And his fight scenes, apparently, because almost half of the movie is nothing but fight scenes.
During that final battle, Mark Wahlberg and one of the main human bad guys just crash into someone's apartment building. And in the apartment, there's just some guy in a cage, and they don't address it or do anything about it. There's just some guy in a cage in the apartment.
Just as the
guy
gag, hey, look, this guy in his apartment.
I don't even think that
it's
it's barely in the shot. It's barely there. It's such a weird fucking thing. I don't even. It's so weird.
I still think the weirdest thing Michael Bay has announced is the whole mine thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You got me fucked up with those mines, bro. You really do.
Optimus Prime then shows up and wrestles with Grimlock to get him to come out. And he says, "Defend my family or die." Optimus is a psycho in these movies, I swear to God. But I will say Optimus Prime riding a T-Rex, holding a sword, is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And anybody who disagrees just is not being honest with themselves.
I remember seeing that shit when I was younger, man, and off rip, man, that looks bad.
The alien ship in the final battle of this is doing the same thing that the alien ship in Man of Steel is doing, where it's picking up a bunch of metal shit and just dropping it down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's It's like terraforming.
Don't the human characters have kind of a subplot inside the ship itself? Or is that in the fifth one?
In the fifth one, yeah.
Okay. There's alien ships in both movies.
Yeah.
Actually, 3. It starts from the third one. From the third one all the way to the last one, there's fucking
Yeah.
alien ships.
Optimus Prime just straight up murders Kelsey Grammer. Like, you see, like, Optimus Prime murdering robots all the time in these, but to see him just, like, aim it at a human being and just blast his ass out of existence.
Why was he doing that? What's the context of him killing him?
Kelsey Grammer has, like, Mark Wahlberg pinned and they're, like, wrestling or whatever. They're, like, fighting. And Optimus Prime just turns over and just shoots Kelsey Grammer.
It's supposed to be the big bad or whatever?
Yeah, he's, like, the main human bad guy.
Oh, okay.
But overall, I mean, like, the fourth one was, like I said, it's too long, but it has some of the best action in it, and I enjoyed it.
Just watch the action scenes?
Yeah, exactly. Just watch all the action scenes
and ignore
on
Megatron
YouTube.
when you see him fight. Just kind of space that out of your head.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
some other Decepticon, whatever the fuck you want it to be. It just ain't Megatron.
Yeah. Leading into the fifth movie, the opening scene set in medieval times with, like, knights and shit is really, really cool. It's shot extremely well. It just looks really, really good. I like that Merlin is just a straight up alcoholic. Like, he's just some guy drinking a lot. He's not like a special wizard or anything like that. He's just some alcoholic with a staff. That's all he is.
You know, the fifth one is the one movie. Well, actually, I have seen the fifth one. If I remember the subplot that the humans have in the alien spaceship.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that movie being a load of horse shit too.
Yeah, this movie fucking sucks, by the way. This is the only Michael Bay Transformers movie that I genuinely dislike, straight up. The rest of them I either enjoy or see merit in. This movie just fucking sucks. The only thing in this movie that I genuinely really enjoyed was Anthony Hopkins and his psychopath robot friend, Cogman. He's like C-3PO if he was just insane. The black kid at the beginning of this movie has a t-shirt that says, "Basketball is my girlfriend."
Are you...
I'm dead serious. Take with that as you will.
Well,
I just...
At least he's gonna fuck the game up one day, hopefully.
Mark Wahlberg threatens to punch a kid in the face at one point. This movie is just off the rails. I'm not even gonna go through all the notes I have written down. This is just, I have so much bullshit. This movie is just so dumb.
It's just you're basically trying to cope with a bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, the action is really cool. Steve Buscemi voices an Autobot at some point, and he's like, "I have Starscream's head." Starscream's head fucking exploded in the third movie. What do you mean you have Starscream's head? Sorry. Bumblebee hates Nazis. As a matter of fact, he was in World War II shooting up Nazis. I think he actually killed Hitler. Mark's underage daughter is off at college. She's not in this movie, but she does make a voice cameo in the form of a voice call where she basically just tells Mark Wahlberg to get some bitches. So I really appreciate that. Then there's like a bunch of Decepticons that are introduced in a Suicide Squad-esque like name title sequence drop. It's really corny. It's really just no good. The fucking Tom Kenny hump droid is back from the second movie.
Oh my God.
John Turturro's back, but he doesn't do anything funny. Mark Wahlberg at the beginning of this movie refers to a Latina child as Little J-Lo, which I think is a little strange. That's very...
Bro, what's up with him trying to give nicknames to everybody he fucking meets?
No idea. Bumblebee fucking... still using his radio voice, pins someone down and says, "I'll burn you so bad, you'll wish you died as a child." He says that.
Man, go back to the drawing board, man. You got some bars to work on.
He said that shit. Bumblebee says that. "I'll burn you so bad, you'll wish you died as a child." What the fuck? I really wish this movie was just like Hopkins and his psychopath Cogman droid just going on adventures together. That would be really good. At this point, I once again wrote down, "Shut the fuck up, Mark Wahlberg. I hate you, Mark Wahlberg."
What movies does Wahlberg really have? He's got he's got your typical army movies, your marine movies.
Yeah.
And then he's got that movie, the Four Brothers.
Yeah.
I think it's just called Brothers. Honestly, that movie is really overhyped. I think that movie's just okay.
It's fine.
Nothing to write home about.
I don't even to be honest, I don't even want to talk about this movie anymore. This movie is just
Yeah, let's just move on.
It's whatever, bro. What we should really talk about is Bumblebee. Finally, we have a good, proper, incredibly made Transformers movie.
Why haven't they done a sequel to that?
It's happening next year.
Oh,
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Okay.
Yeah, Bumblebee is just like an overall very terrific, beautiful film. I don't even have a whole lot to say about it. It's just like it's so well done, so well written, so well directed, so well acted.
It's a movie I still don't see myself. I gotta check it out.
You gotta watch it, dude. Like the Michael Bay Transformers movies are really fun, really good spectacle.
They're not good Transformers movies, I know that.
Yeah, but Bumblebee is like just a terrific film from the ground up. It's just an amazing movie. So I recommend everybody seeing that. And then I also watched the animated Transformers movie from 1986. And it's a fucking blast, man. I want to watch this movie on acid. I'm not going to lie. It's just nonstop, full throttle, nuts to butts, animated action. It is crazy. My Optimus Prime's death scene is still such an insanely emotional scene. Overall, very, very fun movie. I recommend everybody watching. It's called The Transformers, the movie.
Not very hard to grasp there, people.
Yeah. But yeah, I recommend everybody give that a watch. And that concludes
The Transformers.
The Transformers saga, everybody. Hey, everybody. It is it's 3:30 in the morning, and we're taking a quick pizza break before we move on to the last topic. I'm tired. I'm gonna go slam a couple more beers, actually.
One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Can we get my tire?
So high. Some of the most clutch pizza in America. Little Caesars, sponsor us. Y'all
Shout
help
out
out
Detroit.
a lot of people.
Shout out Detroit.
Yeah, them large pizzas for $6.50, $7. They come in clutch. Pizza Patron is better though.
Facts.
Like,
I have not had Pizza Patron in years. I want some Pizza Patron at some point. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For the final segment of today's episode, we are going to be discussing animals that we could take in a fight. The rules are, it's 1v1. In the animal's natural habitat, no weapons at all that cannot be crafted in that environment or found in nature. First up on our list, giraffe.
that's easy, bro. Come on, their neck is like fucking 6 meters long. Just
Right,
stab
but
them
their
in the
necks are powerful, though. They use them to hit other giraffes. They go, and they like swing their
I'll
necks
just-
at each other.
I'll just
But-
use a crossbow.
There's no crossbow in the area. You can't craft a crossbow in that.
But aren't giraffes in the desert though? There's like
in
dead
Africa?
trees.
Yeah, you're just like at your wits. You don't have any weapons on you that aren't like natural or.
Damn. Yeah. At that point, I'm not killing a damn giraffe.
Well, I think I could. I think that their legs are so long and lanky that I could just barrel right at them.
What if you just make a sharp ass rock and then just like cut their ankle? You know, just hit them
I
at the
think you're-
kneecaps.
I think you're really overthinking this, dude.
Well, shit, I'm trying to kill the giraffe. That's how I do it. I'd make a sharp ass, knife rock,
You don't think you could just like?
and then I sneak up on it and then just like stab it in its leg so that it could just
You don't think you could
incapacitate
just-
itself to walk.
You don't think you could just topple a giraffe over?
Not by myself, no.
I could. I definitely could. I'm being honest. I could.
That's a technique. You probably could, but I gotta find another route, man. I'm probably gonna pull a Naruto and just make a hole in the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm toppling over that giraffe pretty quickly, and then after that, it's just a matter of where do I stomp.
Or I'll simply just tell that giraffe to kill itself in there.
Facts.
End of story.
Next up, I don't think there's any shot on this. Elephant.
Yeah, no, we're dead.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
No shot. Chimpanzee.
Ah, that motherfucker's dead. Easily. No cap.
Wait, are you?
That motherfucker is
Wait,
dead. He's not making it through these hands, boy.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, he's dead in my eyes.
Rigo, there is no shot you're taking out a chimpanzee.
There is a shot. And
I'm telling you that now. There is not a shot.
There is.
No.
I am the lord of the chimpanzees. The
You're
chimpanzee god hit me up
Do you
yesterday
have
and said,
any
Rigo,
idea?
Rigo, you are the guardian and defender of the chimpanzees and all monkey race.
Do you have any idea how fucking strong a chimpanzee is?
I'm stronger though.
No, you're not.
I'm built different.
No,
I'm just
you're
that
not.
guy.
No, you're not.
I'm just that
telling
guy.
You. Listen. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, you're not taking out a chimpanzee. It's not happening.
Man, you could ask that chimpanzee after he's dead, bro. My mama, put him in the ring. I'm knocking that motherfucker the fuck out. He's dead. Boom.
Okay.
There, ask him after. Yo, man, how'd you do? That motherfucker gonna be dead. He ain't gonna respond. Cause I beat his ass.
For those of you listening, put in the comments whether you think Rigo would stand even a little bit of a chance against a chimpanzee. Chimpanzees are so fucking strong and vicious.
If you give me a backstory with the chimpanzee too, like if he like gives me lore, if he like killed my family or some shit, I will come in like fueled with vengeance too, and then he'll act like, then he'll actually be that shit. Cause not only am I like, I could already beat him physically. Now imagine I walk in with that backstory. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna walk in with some motivation. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. Fuck them chimpanzees.
I listen. All right, man. If you say so, there's not a chance that you're winning against a chimpanzee. I'm letting you know that right now. But
I'm a believer.
If you say so, man. Next up, 3 raccoons at the same time.
Ah, that's easy. Come on now.
You think so?
Bro, I could kill a raccoon by kicking it hard enough in the head.
That's not. Well.
Yeah, you position that motherfucker correctly.
Okay. You know. Okay. 5 raccoons at the same time.
Yeah, still.
10 raccoons at the same time.
Okay, that's pushing it. 10 is a bit too much, but I could do like maybe 5, 7 tops.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. I think I maybe could. I could take out.
It's pretty easy to kill a fucking raccoon. Man.
I could take out 5 max. You could just crack its neck open.
Just make sure it doesn't bite you, because once it bites you,
put your thumb into it.
You got rabies. You're fucking dead.
Put your thumb into its soft temple.
Oh no.
I have a hot take about this one. Grizzly bear.
If it's brown. If it's black.
No, not
wussies.
No, that's a black bear.
Yeah,
I mean grizzly bears are like the big brown ones.
Yeah. What I'm trying to get at is that there's a protocol with the 3 different kinds of bears. If it's a polar bear, you're dead.
Yeah.
If it's a black bear, I think they're wussies. If you just kind of show authority, they'll run away.
Yeah.
Brown bears, you better fucking hide. You better roll yourself up in a ball.
Grizzly bears are on demon time.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill the bear, shit, but I'd probably survive. I'm not trying to fight a bear.
Listen, I think that ultimately I just gotta avoid the claws. I think I could. I could big body a bear.
How are you gonna pierce its skin though?
Who said I gotta pierce its skin?
Well, I mean, how you gonna kill it?
Snap its fucking neck.
How you gonna do that though?
just pin it down. Pin it down. And just snap its fucking neck.
Yeah,
do a Henry Cavill Superman and snap its fucking neck.
Just like that, exactly.
Easy.
Next thing you know, it's brother bear. Now you just next thing you know, you just fucked up the whole fucking natural cycle of the forest.
Oh no.
Now you gotta pay your debt to the elder gods.
What about 2 baboons?
Oh, come on. Come on. It's another monkey. If it's a monkey, I'm beating the shit out of it. That's it.
You're saying you could take out any monkey?
As long as it's not an orangutan or a gorilla. Orangutan, sorry. An orangutan or a gorilla. I'm straight. I'm beating the fuck out of it.
That's crazy. I still can't believe you think you could even remotely stand a chance against a chimp, dude.
Shit.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm beating his ass.
No, you're not.
I'll learn some martial arts.
You're getting your face ripped off.
I'll just learn some martial arts, bro.
You can't do that.
You give me the first strike, 1 kick, I'm breaking his skull, bro. Just give me 1 good kick in the head. I'm breaking his skull. Trust me, bro. Give me like 2 years of martial arts. I'll learn 1 good kick. Position that shit right. I'm breaking that that chimp's skull. And that's it. No more chimpanzee.
Not happening. I genuinely cannot believe you think you would stand a chance against a chimp. I'm never gonna. That is wild. Do you know how strong those fuckers are?
I'm stronger though.
No, you're not.
I'm that guy.
I promise you are not.
Guy, bro. I'm that guy.
All right. Next up, horse. I feel like this is like the giraffe, but to a smaller scale. I could topple one over.
Kill a horse.
Dude, I could topple a fucking horse over. Yeah. And once that's over, once they fall over and they hurt their leg, it's done. You shoot them in the fucking head.
Just make sure they don't fucking kick you, because 1 kick and you're out of commission.
But
like, they're easy to kill, bro. Their skin isn't thick. Come on now, this is too.
Yeah.
This is too easy. Too easy.
How about a gorilla?
Yeah, no, I'm fucking dead. I'm
really?
Yeah.
You're dead at a gorilla.
It's a
but
gorilla.
you're annihilating a chimp, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. If you say so. I don't know about all that.
R.I.P. Harambe though. I can't even force myself to kill a gorilla. Come on now. We lost Harambe. We. It's bigger than black and white. It's bigger than black and white. It's bigger
It's
than
a
the
problem with
whole
the
world.
whole in life.
You can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere.
As well, and go ahead, start here.
It's been a hell of a year.
What about an elk?
An oak? Elk. It's a similar situation like a horse, I'd say.
Yeah, they're like in between a deer and
Yeah. As long as you don't get hit with those antlers, that motherfucker's dead.
Yeah, topple one over and just. That's what they say, I think.
That's
Take
about
them
it.
out. What about a kangaroo?
Oh, that's a pretty even fight.
See, like, I thought that this would be way harder at first, but then I saw that video of
The
that
guy
dude just punching the shit out of a kangaroo.
It's a pretty even fight, bro. It could go either or. It just depends
Yeah.
on your skills at that point.
Have I ever told you about the time that I almost got kicked by a small kangaroo?
You were at the zoo or something?
Yeah, we were at the Wildlife World Zoo, and they have an open walkabout section where there's like kangaroos and they just kind of walk through. And instead of there being proper fences, there was just like ropes guarding through. And there was a kangaroo that just walked by in front of the path, and I was a kid, and I was just walked up behind the kangaroo, and I was gonna pet it.
Yeah.
And my stepdad at the time was just like, "Don't fucking go up behind that kangaroo. You're gonna die."
Yeah, that's true, man.
That being said, I think I could absolutely fucking annihilate a kangaroo.
as long as you don't receive a kick, you could take some punches. You could take
Yeah,
some
I
punches.
could tackle one down, and then at that point,
Yeah, that's true. And then just choke them,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
yeah, I could 100% annihilate a kangaroo. I'm not even phased.
Dinner's
by
gonna
that.
be served after that one. That's for
Facts. Kangaroo burgers.
sure. Finna go ham.
Oh god, finna go kangaroo. What about a rabid Saint Bernard?
It's a fucking rabbit.
No.
Oh, a rabbit. Oh, okay, my bad.
This dude said it's a rabbit.
Well, Saint Bernard, it's a fucking dog, bro.
Yeah, but it's a big fucking dog, though.
I ain't scared of no damn dog. I'll kill the bastard before I can
It's
even
a
touch
big
him.
fucking dog, and no
Shit.
human has ever survived
At the end-
rabies.
True. As long as I don't get bit. It's as simple as this. The dog charges towards you. Right? It's gonna go to two spots. It's either gonna try to hit you in the nutsack or hit you in the legs.
Yeah.
So, first of all, stay low.
Right.
He's gonna run up to you. It's gonna be super telegraphed. It's not like he's gonna try to trick you by jumping to the balls and then leaning towards the fucking feet. If you have any sort of sense of awareness, you're gonna see the trajectory of this dog and what he's gonna try to bite at. Just get your hands, stop the trajectory midway, grab that motherfucker by the throat, and don't let go. I promise you, that dog will be dead. That dog
Damn.
is not stronger than you. And if it is, then you deserve to be dead, because it's a fucking dog. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Beethoven's going down in that situation.
By the way, I don't condone dog murder. I love dogs.
I do.
Yeah, dogs
So,
are cool. I love cats more, though.
I do condone dog murder, so it's all good. Yeah. Shout out Michael Vick. Next up, giant squid.
Oh, no, I'm fucking dead.
I wonder how hard it would be to just barehanded just rip a tentacle.
Anything that's underwater, it's already almost immediate death because you can't even breathe. Shit.
Yeah.
It's a fight against oxygen. But not ignoring. Let's say I could even breathe underwater. Let's say,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I'd still be dead. It's a fucking giant squid, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I just wonder how easy it would be to rip the tentacles. Because if you can rip the tentacles with enough force, maybe.
That's the thing, though, bro. Fucking that shit is not as easy to rip as you think. At least I wouldn't think it is.
I don't know. Have you ever had calamari? It's just like... I've never had it, so I don't know what I'm talking as if I did.
I've had squid heads. I've had octopus, and I'm assuming it's the same type of texture.
Octopus?
Octopus. I prefer puss. And yeah, it is definitely soft and mushy, but I wouldn't say it's easy to tear.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I know I'm losing to a giant squid.
What about a crocodile? I think that this is interesting because on land, I think I could do this. In water, you're fucked. There's not a chance you're winning against a crocodile in water.
Nah, bro. Well, I mean, there's
If it's like on a
that go
river
out
bed.
there and actually fight crocodiles on land and water. So it's been done. Motherfuckers can kill a crocodile.
I also think this is just a matter of speed. If you
Yeah.
can get behind him without him biting you, you can just like stomp on his head.
Yeah, in other words, it's pretty fucking realistic. It's done all the time, and it's fucking business. Not everywhere, not all the time. Obviously, it's kind of sort of illegal in most spots, but it's still done. I know everybody has seen some clip of some motherfucker wrestling a fucking crocodile. It's out there. There's some wild dudes, so it can be done. If they can do it, why can't I? I'll take some training with that motherfucker for like a month.
What about a cheetah?
Nah.
You have to take something into consideration, though. Cheetahs, they kind of suck.
Yeah, they're just really fast.
All they have is speed.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to say.
It's just a dog-sized cat.
A much stronger cat, for the record, too.
They're not that strong.
I feel like I could kill it.
Yeah, I could too. You just tackle that fucker.
Yeah, just go straight forward into the fray, you know what I mean? And then just, yeah, because don't try outrunning it, because you're going to be dead.
How about a king cobra?
I'm not using weapons, right?
Nope.
I'm dead.
You think so? I think once again, this is a matter of speed. If you can get behind it, you can stomp. You can pin its head down.
Yeah, but snakes are just really hard to get like that. Well, I mean, are snakes deaf?
No. Maybe.
Yeah, then it's incredibly difficult then.
I don't know. I mean,
because they're also cold-blooded.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, though, if I could like juke it and just like pin its head down, I could just stomp it. It's definitely
done. You know, people that work on cobras and venomous snakes and all this stuff. They kind of like. I'm assuming you're not using tools, which is why I'm saying I'd be dead. But if I were to be able to use tools, it's as simple as getting a machete and chopping its head off with one, quick swing. Or like maybe poking it with a stick so that I can distract it and grab it by the tail. Because snakes can't reach up to their tails. You grab it by the tail and it won't bite you as long as you keep it at a safe distance.
Right.
So if I had tools, I'd survive. Without tools, I'm fucking dead. Because I can't just, try to poke it with my finger or some shit, or try to grab it, or sneaking up would be incredibly difficult, and 9 times out of 10, I'd be likely to die. It's very hard to pull up on a snake and it not noticing it.
You gotta be very fast.
That's another thing, man. Snakes are fast as shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would have a chance.
It's plausible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just very fucking tricky.
Right,
Because one hit and you're dead.
The last animal I wanted to bring up. What about an eagle? Now, in this, you're in a field, and they're, like, constantly flying and, like, attacking at you.
Oh, so it's multiple eagles?
No, it's just one.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Really?
He's fucking...
I mean, I agree, but, like, I'm surprised at how fast you came to that conclusion.
He'd get a few scratches on me, don't get me wrong. They have really strong fucking feet.
You're getting fucked up.
No, yeah, I'm getting fucked up, low-key, yeah, because I'm not... Maybe I won't be able to catch it the first time or the second time, but eventually...
A burb is a burb.
Yeah, eventually, once you get a hold of that bird, it's dead.
Snap its neck. A lot of these you just grab it, snap its neck.
Yeah. I will say he will get a few hits, and maybe, like, he'll get me distracted the first time. And then he'll swing in a second time and get a few scratches in here and there. And it'll hurt. But that motherfucker's dead. That motherfucker's dead, bro.
For sure.
That's it on that one.
Yeah, I'm ripping that fucker's head off.
Make it a bald eagle, too, just to...
Easy.
Well, I mean, that makes it a felony, but it's all good. I'll just flee to Mexico.
Well, I mean, I think that,
Bro, saguaros are illegal to fuck with in Arizona. If you touch a saguaro, or if you try to replant a saguaro somewhere else, they fine you with, like, $10,000, and they send you to prison for, like, 10 years. It's considered a felony.
What? That's insane.
It's common. It is very common knowledge. I'm surprised you don't know, but it's basically don't fuck with a saguaro. Because if a cop sees you, you're dead. You're fucked.
That's crazy. Well, on that note, it's worth mentioning that we have been recording this podcast for 2 hours, 48 minutes.
I'd say a cool, like, 20 minutes
and
like restroom breaks and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is longer than Transformers 4. So, I think we should wrap this up pretty soon. Last thing I want to mention is, have you heard the news about the new Saw movie?
Nah, to be honest.
They announced a new Saw movie, and they announced that they're gonna be doing a, like, fan event kind of thing. Like, in October, and they're gonna start doing it annually. It's called SawCon. You ever heard of it?
No, I didn't know there was so much people that liked the Saw franchise like that.
SawCon these nuts.
God. This is it. I gave up on life now.
All right, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to everybody. Y'all have a blessed life. I hope y'all stay tuning in. And
This
yeah,
has
much
been a lot
love.
of fun. We'll see.